Kathleen.
Excellent. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Hello, Kathleen. I'm all right. It's been a while.
It has been a hot minute, yes. And welcome back to the Weviewed podcast.
October the 1st, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally October the 1st. Oh my God. The
New
spooky season. I was thinking yesterday, actually,
Yes,
Alex.
I am.
We've got so many things that happen in October. You know, you got Halloween.
At the end.
At the end. You got Black History Month, which now
The
is
whole
like
time.
October all the way into November.
Can I just question your order to this?
Yeah. Well, personally, I would have said Black History Month first.
Yeah.
But then Halloween came into mind when I said, ooh. See what I mean? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's also Inktober. So a lot of artists online, they produce a photo or picture every day. It's also Kinktober. Similar aspects, but in the kink world. What else, Alex?
I don't prescribe to those sort of months for people, but I do appreciate some people need it for awareness.
Yeah.
I would know, like, International Blind Women's Day.
Yeah. Just the day for blind women.
I'm like, we should appreciate everybody, and especially the blind women, because they are, actually, we don't know that many.
Yeah, I think we're 1.5.
One and
One and
Wow.
a half. 1.5.
You can't say someone's half.
You can say someone's half.
No, you can't.
They're biracial.
Biracial.
Biracial girl.
Wow.
So, welcome to Weviewed. It's a brother and sister podcast where we talk about movies and TV shows and like everything, politics, life, love. Oh my God, I sound like one of those things that like women put on their wall. Live, laugh, love. Wait, live,
An
life.
aspirational saying.
Yeah. They got off like Pinterest.
Come in. I hate those. You know where you got like a sandy dune or a sea, and it's like prospects.
Yeah.
Or believe.
And at the bottom they'll have like Matthew 25:8-1. Just on the
How
bottom.
about Genesis 1?
Yeah. But yeah, outside of like all this crazy, how have you been over our little break?
It's
What have you
been
up to?
so the summer was wetter than it's ever been. No,
It was quite a summer.
it was a dry ass wet summer. But I have been doing a lot of developmental stuff, getting things together, and yeah, it's been productive. I would like to have more have done, but then again, the ability to do more would have been constraint, and it would have gone too far. So I think I did just right.
Okay, all right.
How
Beautifully
about-
vague, but also specific.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't need these guys to know my business.
Yeah, guys, you don't need to know Alex's business.
Although you've done quite a lot over the summer. I mean, it's been hard work and then hard holiday.
Yeah, so I'm going to be a bit more open. I did loads of events. So from Comic-Con to like Black Pride. Most weekends was packed with something. Be it cosplay or prepping for my Japan holiday in September that I've just got back from. That holiday was shit. I would say out of 10, it was about a 3. Has it ruined Japan for me? No, it hasn't.
Really?
Yeah, no, it
'Cause
hasn't.
it wasn't Japanese people's fault.
No,
this time.
exactly. It wasn't.
Not this time, baby.
Nah, not this time, baby. So, if anything, it's taught me that I need to go to more countries. I need to travel more independently and feel confident. So that's what I'm planning to do from this point on. But yeah, it was a long summer, but I'm glad to be back, Alex, because there's so many shows that I've watched, and I've just been talking to myself in my office like a crazy woman.
Yeah, but like, I feel like what we do is more than just shows here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I feel like what we do is reflect on how the show and films and what's going on affect us. So I feel like even if neither of us has watched anything, we could still make a podcast and we could still talk.
Yeah, 100%.
Going back to your events, so how many Comic-Con things did you go to?
Between the time in which we went on our break, probably about 4 different ones.
4.
Yeah, 4 different ones. And there were a few that I missed out on because I don't have a car. And it made me think, shit, I need to get a car. Like, there's one called Fantasy Fair.
Yeah.
And it's like basically a huge Ren fair, Renaissance fair, if anyone doesn't know what that is.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, it's a Renaissance fair. Yeah, I think it's in Colchester.
Okay,
and you can like camp over, and it's for everyone. Lord of the Rings. It's like, you know, if you just want to be a knight, you can literally wear anything. You know, You could do Wheel of Time.
So is there LARPing in there?
Yeah, and it's also like
Wheel of
festival
Time?
parts. Yeah, Wheel of Time.
Was that the show that came on Amazon and then
Yeah,
got
yeah.
cancelled?
It's book. It's fantasy. So you could
Okay,
do
cool.
any form of fantasy.
Any form of fantasy, but
Yeah, you could be
used
an
that
elf,
as
you could
an
be a
example,
dwarf.
So I was like,
Yeah, I said Lord of the Rings, but then I was like, there's more than just Lord of the Rings out there, you know.
what's the one with puppets you had an argument about before?
Oh, Dark Crystal.
Yeah,
But that's hard to cosplay because you're either a really small person or you're a big ShxtsNGigs, which is like
the guys that
huge.
killed all the.
Yeah.
I never watched it still.
Fucking bastards. Anyway, so done loads.
I'm gonna ask you some more questions about.
Go for it.
So Japan, you went in a typhoon.
Yeah, typhoon season, dude. Season.
There was a
While I was
typhoon
there,
on.
Alex, there was at least 6 typhoons when I was there.
Kevin, I was watching the flight thing before I fell asleep.
What, me flying?
Yeah, because I can't watch for
Oh.
12 hours.
That's cute.
But I had it overlaid with storms.
Yeah.
So I was like,
You know what? I feel bad because a lot of people did suffer and quite a few people died. There was a mega typhoon or a super typhoon that didn't come Japan's way. It went up like through Thailand, Vietnam, China, you know? So a lot of the typhoons were more mainland Asia.
yeah.
There was a few that hit like western Japan. So like Nagasaki and Kyushu, you know, like that area. But nothing cut through Tokyo or Osaka where I was.
Okay, yeah.
So it was just a couple of days it was windy, or there was a day where the humidity went through the roof. But yeah, otherwise it was chill.
So I did lots of music events, but like it's more about perfecting and getting better, and I do it so often that it's all molding into one. So some hosting, some introducing bands.
Yeah.
But because I'm adjusting to doing other things as well, I have to use like you know what they call in NBA 2K sliders.
Yeah.
So like the sliders are like the bars of attributes. So if you're 99 at shooting, your slider's quite high. But like you can adjust sliders for certain players if you don't believe that they've been rated right. So that's what they call sliders rather than just bars. So yeah, I don't know. I think my sliders have been like moving around like a. You know them old radios with the LED lights?
Yeah.
When it got louder, it goes up and down. So
yeah.
that's what my bars look like. Like an 80s radio.
Like an 80s radio. It's weird how much I can actually visualize that. And I'm like, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
LEDs.
LEDs.
So, Kevin, what have you watched lately? Should we talk about that?
Yes, let's get into it. So we're going to try and do 10-minute reviews, right? 10 minutes.
I mean, if you run out before 10 minutes, don't hold on to 10
No,
minutes.
I'm going to try and hold to it, okay?
But don't just sit there for 5 minutes of silence. You've only got 5 minutes of
No,
review.
Alex, you know I chat so much.
Yeah.
I will struggle not to fill it.
All right, so then I'm going to put an
You
alarm
can
on then.
Go on
Oh,
then.
you're gonna do
Go
that,
on,
yeah?
Alex.
I was just like, let's easily flow. Let's flow. Let's flow.
Let's
but
flow.
Now,
Dance for
now
flow,
you'll be
you
Flo
know
Joe
I
with
go.
trying to beat the world record of...
Got to get a jiggy with it.
what's the countdown? All right. iPhone. I heard they're trying to make Siri more nicer. Like,
Yeah, I heard that too. And also, I heard that ChatGPT, the whole the panel, the
corporate.
the CEO, like
Yeah.
the whole executive thing, they all walked out. Same thing with 23andMe, they all walked out. That is a sign. That's a dodgy sign. That's a very fucking dodgy. I'm more worried about the 23andMe one because I'm thinking I need to go and be like, sorry, can I cancel my thingy?
Shareholders and...
Mate, I think that they're going private and they're going to go into private pharmaceutical and use people's DNA.
I heard that the ChatGPT was meant to be non-profit and they've turned into a profit.
Yeah. There's
Elon
a
Musk
pricing.
said something where it's like, it got community noted. Like, imagine you own something and it keeps telling you your shit. Yeah, someone left bins out to move so they can have to,
move, yeah.
so their car could go there.
Yeah.
No. Elon Musk got community notes when someone said to him, when he said, ChatGPT can't be, you can't go from non-profit to profit.
Yeah.
And then someone goes, yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. The US government has made ways.
That was ChatGPT.
No, yeah.
That was ChatGPT.
That would have been hilarious.
That was Chat. You know what kills me is like I have ChatGPT as an app because sometimes I'm just like, you know what, let me just ask a question. And swear down, I'm like, can I call you Ben? And it's like, yeah, call me Ben. I'm like, wicked. So I actually call him Ben. And the thing is, like, I'm thinking in my head that if I make sure I'm one of the good humans, when he eventually takes over, he'll remember me or my lineage and we'll be safe. So that's what's in my head.
Kathleen,
Make friends with Skynet.
you know, the best compliment I got being a beatboxer was the only industry in the world to take it back from machines is beatboxing.
Yo, that's deep. That's actually deep. We've taken it back.
So yeah, so while you would have been one of those. You would have been one of those familiars.
Oh
like,
my, Alex, no!
You can't be join them.
You saying I've sold out humanity already?
No, you just said that. You just said you sold out humanity, didn't you?
Listen, we'll put a stopper in this. We need to have this conversation. On the fact, are you saying that I'm one of those like bald familiars, like tied by a leash, just like sitting down, like fucking Princess Leia?
I can see you be like shaking next to a giant server, just bleeping.
Alex, you bastard.
Beep, 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 beep. Yes, master.
Not me. I'm securing a future for my lineage.
No, Kevin, we're getting closer and closer to Skynet. It's going to come.
100%. But, you know, be friends or be rebels. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'd rather be friends. But if they're going to take over and say, look, bro, you don't need to do anything. Just lie down in this little tub here. They plug you in. You have the best dreams you ever.
That's a good point. Alex, okay, so Mr. T hadn't seen Matrix. So one of our movies earlier, like a couple of months ago, was to watch Matrix. I hadn't seen Matrix in years. And it got to a point where I was just like, not like this. You know, I was like, perfect moments.
No references.
And she got those references. She's like, oh. And she was like, Matrix is actually really good. It's better than what I heard. Because Mrs. T's one of those type of people who, like, when the hype's too big, it puts her off, you know? And I get that. When too many people are talking about it, you're like, oh. So either way, we watched Matrix. And it was a bit where, you know, Sylar, you know, the evil guy, the guy who betrays them all. What's his name?
I can't remember his name. Cypher.
That's it.
Yeah.
When Cypher like makes his apparent, you know, actions, like she said that I understand that. Like you come out of the Matrix to complete bullshit, and if you've not got a rebel like mind or you're not devout believer in the one, you're just eating fucking sludge on a not a spaceship, on a land ship.
They made his agenda very clear. That's I think that's one of the last time you got why the bad guy. Not last time because you got Black Panther.
Yeah, true.
But you got why you didn't need to see it because I don't think me and OU was mature enough to understand why he was doing something.
Yeah.
This guy's meant to be the one. Like, can you just let this one go and
let him go back in? Like, you know. It's really eye-opening, especially now. I'm like, wow, I would have done the same thing. But I think I would have done it more holistically. I would have been like, listen, Morpheus, I appreciate what you're doing.
I'm out, deuces.
But, like, I'm out. I'm going to go back into the Matrix and I'm going to stay in it.
Yeah.
Like, I want 3 meals a day. I don't want to eat sludge. Even though I'm literally in a pond, a little pool of your juices. But, like, mate, I want to watch anime. I want to chill. Like, I want a book. There ain't no books in the fucking wasteland that is Earth.
I want to taste chicken again.
A lie. I want chicken and chips.
At least lied to chicken. Anyway, so let me ask the question again. What have you watched?
Okay, yeah. So
I'm telling you, no matter how much you plan, if we get on a roll, we end up just chatting. So
very, very true. All right, okay. So I watched, and let me just bring up the information. I watched Alien Romulus. Okay.
No, I wanted to watch that.
Let me tell you something.
Is it a good film?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a good Alien?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So Alien Romulus. It came out. It was directed by Fede Alvarez. And it was produced by what's his face? Thingy Scott.
Ridley.
Yep. And its budget was 80 million.
Guys, wait, pause.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott, I think he owns the name for it. So
I feel like he owns the IP.
He's just gonna get producer credits anyway.
100%.
Or do you reckon he actually
100%.
went in?
No, his production was a part of it. So
Okay,
Scott
cool.
Free production was a part of it.
Scott Free.
Yeah. Good name for it. So yeah, budget was 80 million, and it was it made 347 million.
Oh, post-COVID, that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, really fucking good.
It didn't last very long in the cinema though.
You know what? It's still in the cinema right now.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
was
But not in the big guys, like, you know, the little ones, like the Cortez, Cresno. The smaller cinemas.
Curzon.
That's it.
Wow. I was like, Cortez?
The Cortez. Alex, I swear down, if it was like El Dorado themed, I would go to that cinema.
I was like, what is that? But then you said Curzon. I was like, oh, you mean Curzon? Goddamn Curzon cinema.
Curzon. So, yes, it came out, and I feel like I want to spoil it, but, like, are you going to watch this? It came out in August, so, like, I'm in spoil central. I can spoil it now.
Spoil it enough so you don't ruin it for everybody else that's not listening.
Jesus, Alex. Okay, all right, fine.
Tell us the basic premise. A girl finds a ship, and the ship's full of aliens, or... You know.
No. So, this film, Romulus, is set after Alien and before Aliens.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes. And this film is set in a world over there, you know, to the left. So it's got a slight link to Alien, but it's not Sigourney Weaver adjacent. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no. But is there still the company and them?
Yep. Yeah, still
robots?
Whaling.
So, yeah, okay, cool.
So essentially, it's a bunch of kids. It's a younger cast. So I feel like there's a lot of energy to it, and there's a lot of like reactionary like acting. You know, it doesn't feel wholly really like American, like too over the top. Does that make sense? Like you would react as they would react if you were put in that situation.
Yes.
It's the same sort of like Alien on a ship, and you've got to avoid it. But it's not just Alien 1, it's Alien several, you know?
Oh, so there's more than one of these bastards that kid... Oh,
yes.
wow.
And we're talking about, like... how can I say this without spoiling it? Romulus is a space station that sits above a planet.
Okay.
So, essentially, this planet has got no light. It's like, you know, one of those... We're mining for this type of element that... lets us space travel sort of thing. And loads of people on there, they owe time to the Whaling Company.
All right, through like debts and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're gone as miners and...
Yeah, so it's full of miners and stuff. And essentially this group of kids want to leave that planet and space travel to another one. But there's this like space station above.
Which is keeping everyone there.
One half is called Remus, the other half is called Romulus.
All right, why? Because it's dark and light side, or...?
Well, I think it's like two halves of a literally a science ship. So one is dealing with one process, the other part is dealing with the other process.
Okay. Let me just...
So the reason why this film did so well, loads of people, so it's kind of like Marmite. Some people didn't like it, some people liked it. I really liked it because it was much better than Prometheus, and it was much better than Covenant. Covenant is a piece of shit in comparison to this.
Yeah, well...
Did you watch those?
I watched... You know what? I did watch the opening of... I watched Prometheus. Idris Elba, man.
Yeah. At least he got Charlize Theron. At least for that one night.
Oh yeah, I give him that. But like, can I just say, I knew I was gonna be disappointed with this film when the map maker got lost.
Dude, explain how he got lost. Like,
the man
come on.
is mapping out the whole ship and he gets lost.
Those two were the most disappointing element of the film.
Oh,
like,
here's my
puppies. My puppies are gonna fight. Mate got lost.
Mate, you got lost.
You got lost.
And you didn't like stay near the door or... Yeah, like when that happened, these two guys, one who knew he was going to die.
100%, he was too mouthy.
Yeah.
The science officer, he was way too mouthy.
And I mean, like, I didn't like it the first 10 times I've done it in movies, so... But other than that, do you know, there was bits of the film I did enjoy, but, like, I just wish it felt like... Because I did enjoy it because it felt like it wasn't going to go the same way as every other Alien movie was going to go.
Yeah.
With everyone dying.
Yes.
Anyway, so... But I saw the beginning of Covenant, and when the last character that survived the first film dies, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was out. I was like...
Yeah, Elizabeth Shaw.
I was like... I don't get it. I don't understand. This. Anyway, but I would watch it again. I think I did watch it. I was just in the background. I didn't value it, you know?
Yeah, you weren't like, this is amazing.
So those two were the last of the franchise before this film, or was there something that came out in between?
There's meant to be something that's coming out in between those two, between Covenant and Alien, because they're prequels.
Why don't just...
I don't know. But also, there's a movie that came out that is Sigourney Weaver's daughter. Sorry, not movie. Video game.
Oh,
it's like Isolation or something.
Yeah, no, I played that.
Yeah,
that was a free game. That was
everyone has loved that game
because it was free. I think.
Is it still free?
I think the first one was. It wasn't free.
I think it was free, dude.
I mean, you got to play a lot of the demo where you're just stuck on a ship and there's an alien hanging about.
And the thing is, like, you so much as breathe, like it's picking up the mic. It's exposing you.
Oh wow! No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I was
Everyone
like, shit, where is it? How do you find me that mask?
Yeah. Apparently the mic is on and it was picking up what you were saying.
Because I played on Xbox.
Yeah.
And the mic is. I think there's a mic in the controller.
Yeah, in the controller. Yeah.
But not in the one I had.
Maybe.
Not in the Xbox 360X. You know when they were making them black ones?
Yeah, the black cube.
Yeah.
It's like a black box.
It was more like a book.
A book.
Like them books with
a sexy book,
a shapely book,
a shapely book for men.
Why do they all look like razors? Like your PlayStation 5 looks like it could trim my beard and give me a fade.
No, it looks like a wave. Like a wave crashing onto the beach.
What? An asymmetrical wave. I didn't even time this.
An 80s wave.
An 80s wave. All right, so
okay,
let's go back to it. How do you feel about the franchise going forward then?
Okay, so firstly, I really love this film. I think it gave me a zhuzh, and also it did something.
Describe zhuzh.
Zhuzh is a
No, that's not describing it.
That is describing
That's
it.
making it worse.
Alex, you didn't say how to describe it. You didn't say onomatopoeia. You didn't say like
elaborate.
Oh, elaborate. Okay.
On
In English, zhuzh means a spark of energy verb.
If I said that's bouge.
Bouge.
No, bouge.
Bouge.
Yeah.
I don't know what bouge is.
All right. So like
that's bouge, like that.
No, it's bouge, like bouge. Like all right, okay, like bushweed basically.
Oh, right. Bushweed.
If it's like grown outdoors and it's crap and it's brown and it's like if white people like it.
Oh, yeah, it's budge.
Budge.
You know what? I've heard that before. I feel like I used to say
I know, you said it loads.
I used to say it's bouge. That's bouge. I think I've changed.
Bouge, as in that
I've
you're
changed
being
it to
bougie.
bougie. Yeah,
no.
I've changed it to bouge. Oh,
no,
yeah,
you're being bouge.
That's bougie.
Stop
yeah,
being
it's
bouge.
bouge.
But then there's stop being bouge.
I think it was boog or boog.
Oh.
You know, like it was more of a ugh sound.
Buch.
Either way.
Stop being buch, man.
Stop being buch.
You're being a buch, man.
I swear I'm going to learn Klingon. It's the last thing I do. So, you know, it's on Duolingo as well.
Yeah, but like...
But I can't contextualize. It's like learning a different language.
Can I say, if a guy moved to you,
yeah,
like to chat to you and everything, and he'd come up with
oh my god,
would you be like, oh my god, I'm weak at the knees, or...
Wait, firstly, is he a himbo or is he a nerd?
That's just Kathleen.
I had to teach my manager today what himbo meant.
I didn't know what himbo means.
She is literally...
I don't know what himbo means.
In her early 30s. I'm like, how do you not... Alex, tell me. Don't lie.
Himbo.
Wow.
You're on TikTok too much, Kathleen.
100% I'm on TikTok too much. But also, I think I'm in the fandom. That's what we call... Okay, so a really fit guy. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot going on upstairs.
That's just a Ken.
Yeah, himbo. Ken is a perfect himbo. Ken's a himbo.
Like a bimbo.
Yeah, but
himbo.
with a guy.
Why didn't you say bimbo but him?
No, it's a himbo.
You could have just said that.
Nah.
You did a whole other thing where you just said
Ken
bimbo.
Ken is the epitome of himbo.
Yeah, but Kevin, your description.
Yeah.
I said Ken.
Yeah.
You never said Ken.
Yeah, I described, and then you gave me an example.
You said like, yes, a pre-man with nothing up top.
Yeah, a description.
Just say a bimbo.
Alex.
A male bimbo would have.
Yeah, true. A male bimbo.
You go around the house.
Hey, I went. You know, Alex, I went through the house.
Kevin, you went in the house backwards, put your shoes on,
yeah,
and jumped into bed.
But I made a cup of tea first. All right.
No, you turned the kettle off when it was already boiling.
Yeah, because I don't want to waste electricity. So, going back to my original review for Alien Romulus.
You put an electric kettle on the fire, like...
It's like
why
Alex,
is there fire?
I don't want to spoil this. In the next couple of weeks, I would love you to watch this because I think we would have a really good discussion about it.
I really like the trailer.
Trailers.
I'm not for Alien so much.
Because you're not into horror, Alex.
No, it's the inevitability. You're not surprising me. How many times has everyone died in Aliens?
Every time. Every
so
time.
why would I watch that if it's gonna be the
It's
same
like,
thing?
yeah, it's the same.
It's
same
the
formula.
same thing played out over and over again.
Yeah. But then I feel that you could say the same thing about action films. It's the same shit.
No, because sometimes the bad guy wins.
Very rarely. Name me 5.
Oh, Kathy, I'm not here.
Thank you, Alex.
I'm not here to name you 5 films where the bad guy wins.
Can't.
I can name you 5 films where the good guy dies. Do you know what I mean?
Action films.
Yeah, Armageddon.
No, Alex. No.
Armageddon.
You had a sorted cast. The good guy wasn't just one person.
What do you mean, the good guy? The main guy.
You had Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
You had fucking...
Oh, wow, yeah, I forgot about all the Russian, the crazy Russian.
Yeah.
All made in Taiwan.
Exactly.
Man, Owen Wilson? Luke Wilson. Which one was it?
Owen
Wilson, man.
Yeah, he died, though. He was on the second ship. He died. Well, I'm not laughing, but you know. Alex.
I'm not laughing.
So you're making me fart.
Stop vocalizing what's going on. Your body functions.
Oh, it just came out. Alex. Alex, can I just say something?
Can we your 10 minutes to be up, man?
You know, you keep interrupting my 10 minutes. Listen. Steve Buscemi, he survived. Remember? He survived Armageddon.
Yeah.
I just need to state
Is
that.
he near everything to a bad guy?
Yeah, he's close to a bad guy.
Well, I said that.
So he was like, I didn't know their age. Like, bruh.
Wow. Isn't one of the lieutenant guy the one who was trying to blow up the thing?
Yeah, the guy who's always plays the head of not security, but the head of the military, or he plays the president. He always plays
him. No, no. That's a different film. That's a different film. This guy is always lieutenant or sexual predator. Pointy faced ginger guy.
Pointy faced ginger guy.
Yeah. You're thinking the guy who's always a president. Yeah, he's always a president, or the guy from National Express 2. National.
The guy I'm talking about is William Fitch. No. Fitch. No.
What?
Who are you talking about?
Fitch.
Are you talking about Will Patton?
No, you're talking about Will Patton.
No, I'm talking about Will Fitchner. You're talking about.
You
said Ginger. He was Will Patton. He was. Chip.
Yeah, but when is Will Patton been president? Will Fitchner been president?
He was president in something really random. He's done presidents many times.
I think he's been president once. He's been police chief, captain,
prison break.
father.
Okay, what has he done?
He wasn't president.
Perfect Storm. Longest Yard. He was one of the
prison
chief,
guard. He's
chief guard. He was.
Do you know what I mean? He's gonna be a chief guard or something like that.
Dark Knight. I think he played
a lawyer. He played a bad guy's lawyer or something like that in Dark Knight.
There you go. Anyway, Alex, back to Romulus. I won't spoil it now, but I'll give you 2 weeks, and then I'm going to spoil the fuck out of it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But tell me.
What do you want to know?
The best part of the movie. Spoiler.
Really?
Your favorite part, just Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
No, I tell you. I need
me.
you to watch it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's me done. 10 minutes.
And
that was me doing 10 minutes. Yeah. I did 10 minutes.
You're 10 minutes. All right, I'm gonna start this timer.
Are you actually gonna put a timer on?
Yeah.
Okay, Alex. So tell me.
I'd like to talk to you about the Penguin.
Oh, the Penguin. Okay. You have to be descriptive.
The Penguin is a sequel TV show based on
it's a sequel.
Robin Pattinson, the Batman character, and it follows straight after the end of the Batman. And Robert Pattinson.
Robertson, yeah, Robert. How's Robin?
Robert Pattinson.
That's it, Pattinson. Yeah.
You said Robert Robertson just now. You're trying to. This is all right. I'm reclaiming my time. My time.
Alex, I didn't get to reclaim my time.
Yeah, you should have said it. All right. So no, Robert Pattinson,
the Batman that came out last year.
That Batman. Anyway, so it's about the Penguin, played by Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Who
is doing a masterclass in this fat suit. It was the best part of the Batman.
He was.
And so I'm glad they listened to the fans and did something with that.
Yeah.
It is very much a little bit of Sopranos, a little bit of Better Call Saul,
really?
A little bit of The Wire, and keeps a comic book thing. So far, it's just been a mafia sort of Civil War sort of situation.
Yeah.
It has quite high end actors, but also it has your TV actors.
Yeah, because this is because it's a TV show. The production looks really good. Like I've seen the trailer and whatnot, and it looks like the film level.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's gonna be like one of those where they can't make more than 5 or 6 episodes a season.
Yeah.
Because of the budget. I would have to say that I am happy with how it's gone, but also I feel like I have to concentrate. Like
you can't do something at the same time.
Yeah.
You have to be in it. Okay.
I mean, there are times where I have done that, but I've had to rewind it.
Yeah.
There's a few characters that I'm like on an emotional journey with, and I think they're introducing a whole bunch of characters, and I think some of them are like side
from the
peripheral.
comic or just like general?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, right, so the main girl who is I'm guessing is going to be the main antagonist. She has very much she just come out of Arkham,
fucking Arkham, man.
and she has it's a mental prison.
No, but it's killing me. They just got a rolling door at the front.
I
like
know,
Joker's just like, hey, what's up? And then he goes back out again.
A mafia boss's daughter whose dad just died in the Batman movie.
Yeah, Falcone died.
Yeah, so she's Falcone's daughter.
What the? Wait,
But
in the movie, it was Catwoman who was Falcone's daughter.
Falcone on was Falcone? Yeah, so she's come out as Falcone's daughter. She's in this. You got a son and a daughter.
Damn.
In the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
The daughter is. I'm not trying to spoil it because.
I do. I want to watch this.
No, but the daughter, she gives me. What's her name? The blonde chick. Joker's little girl. What's her name?
Oh, Harley Quinn.
She gives me Harley Quinn energy.
Oh, right. Chaotic.
Yeah.
Laughing at the wrong time. Like
Not so much of that, but like very serious, a serious version of her.
Oh, right.
There is that energy, and I feel like there's a few harking backs to an early version. But other than that, I feel like the first episode was electric and tense, and there was moments where you thought he was done, moments where you thought he's gonna make it, and then he fucks himself up.
Oh.
Because they make him out to be, he's an underling. He's not a main boss.
Yeah, he's middle management.
He's mid-management.
Yeah, there we go. It's a mid-management, a TV
He's
show about
mid-management, trying to get a promotion.
Oh, shit.
Trying to get on the board. Or start his own board.
Or like take out the board.
So whether, you're not sure if his agenda is to help the main family he's with.
Yeah.
Or he's going to help the rival family, or he's just helping himself and take both of them out, which I suspect is the one. But it's very much like Yosha Benige in Shogun.
Yes, yeah.
Yoshi. This guy is playing both sides, but
to see which one comes out.
But not for greed, but for keeping himself alive.
Because you can't fully trust who you're employed under, because they could like have a bad day and then pin everything on you. So you've got to have a backup plan.
Well, especially in a world where if you fail, you die, and then the more chance of failing if your future is not in your own hands, and things like Shogun. Nobody's future's in their own hands, so they don't actually. No one's actually really honest with each other.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a similar sort of power vacuum. Someone's died. Everyone's stepping in to take over. Who's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Da. So yeah, that. I mean, I've still got 4.5 minutes, but I feel like I've said enough about this show because it's only been 1.5 episodes I've watched.
Okay, I think you're on it.
But it's big. It's going to be big.
I reckon. Gonna be big.
Yeah. Colin Farrell's doing a good job. He's done a good job. I'm really happy with what he's done. Like
literally, I can tell by the quality of his hair and makeup. It's practically the same as the movie. So I'm excited to see it.
I feel like they've done enough. They've siphoned enough of the budget because they don't need to do like all the stuff like
all the building for Gotham is already done.
Do you remember there was Did you watch the Batman?
Twice in cinema.
So you know those massive explosions and that. That's all like in the beginning.
Oh.
Like this has happened in New York. And everyone gets together. We all clap, holding hands for Gotham, not New York. Sorry.
Practically the same thing.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it.
God.
But
there's got to be one for London as well. Like there isn't.
What, an equivalent of another London?
Yeah.
You just pick an area in London. You just pick an area like somewhere between.
Hackney, most likely.
No, you need towers. You need somewhere like
Tower Hamlets. Alex, why are you laughing?
Because that's perfect.
Thank you.
It's just
It's
that where
grotty
you gonna put a
enough.
back cave in Tower Hamlets.
Easy, underneath where you know the Blackpool tunnel starts.
Blackpool Tunnel.
Blackpool tunnel.
Black Wall.
That's it. The Blackwall tunnel where that starts.
I wish there was a tunnel to Blackpool. Just
Oh
send
my
you
god!
there.
If there was a tunnel to Blackpool,
You'd be under it all day. Imagine you crashed
Alex,
in a 250-mile long tunnel.
it's blocked. You're fucked.
You ain't getting out. There's no air.
No,
Just
there's
like
got to be ups. You got to come up. There's got to be different ups. You know, when you get
Vents.
off and you get back on. You know, you can get off at
Welcome
Milton
to the
Keynes,
London to Blackpool
get off
Tunnel.
at Brighton. You can get off at Coventry, all the way up. You can get off at different moments.
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
you ain't
man.
going nowhere.
All right, Alex, what would you give it out of 10? Because I'm still on that. 10.
9. I'll give it a 9
Solid.
as a first thing. I mean, I didn't have any expectations, and so it's hard to sort of. It's harder when you do have expectations to give it a fair
To be
crack.
like, this is decent.
The same way when we were arguing about the Deadpool film.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have expectations of it. I refused to watch any trailers. I thought I was happy enough with the second film. If they did make one or didn't make one, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
You see, as opposed to this is the greatest film ever, and
Oh
be
yeah,
disappointed
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I hear you, Alex, and that's a perfect segue to go into the next one that I've watched.
What did you watch?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Let me just restart the counter.
Did you? So what did you get?
There's 1 minute 47 left.
Damn. Do you want to keep going?
No. Just saying that was it was close. We tried the milk in the 10 minutes.
I didn't interrupt you too
You
much.
had me loads,
Ask
Kathleen.
questions, Alex.
I finished it 5 minutes
I didn't
ago.
spiral off and lead you down a dark hole.
Kevin, we were just talking about
a
Shogun.
Blackpool hole.
We were just talking about Shogun.
Yeah,
and
a little
Blackpool.
bit. You gave it a little example.
We went on a tangent. You
Alex,
said we didn't
no,
do a tangent.
No,
Your clock
Alex,
started.
You.
What did you watch?
All right, so I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. Did you watch it?
I watched it. I was sitting next to you.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you remember. Because I didn't remember that.
I was sitting 2 seats away from you watching that movie.
All right, so, like Deadpool Wolverine came out in July? And the budget was 200 million. 200 million, okay, and it made 1.3 billion.
Oh, wow.
It did phenomenally well.
Compared to that Alien movie.
A lie.
But then again, a lot more people could see it.
Yeah, it's
Actually, I don't
not
know.
rated like R. Even though this technically is rated R. But it's like, it's the highest grossing R-rated film of all time, apparently.
Yeah, but it's, you can bring kids.
Yes, a little bit of swearing.
Oh,
No sex.
That's nice. See
Well,
that?
supposedly.
I mean, like, I feel like it was. If someone said to me it was trying to please fans, I would easily agree.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like there's a lot of different fans to please.
Very true. I came out of the film thinking I really liked it, and then Nathaniel said there's no plot, and I was like, oh. And then within like an hour of watching it, I was like, that movie's shit.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I remember feeling that way again with the Star Wars movie. That one where
Which one?
the second from last one.
Oh, the
slow chase in
Last
space.
Jedi.
The one where
The Last
Luke
Jedi.
Skywalker dies.
The one where Carrie Fisher flies through space.
Oh yeah, after she's dead, she's come back for a movie and died again, and then
That
lived
is
again.
So fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Like, man,
She filmed most of that film though, so we can't really say she did. She wasn't there. She was there.
Kathleen,
Yeah, Alex.
J.J. Abrams. We're cutting into your time.
Yeah, see what I mean? You led us down a dark hole.
You did it.
I did the big finger. You.
You.
So, yeah.
It's you.
Wolverine versus Deadpool was that even a
Expectations.
versus? Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine was a difficult film.
Why?
Because for me, it wasn't like the other two. The other two were snapshots of Deadpool's life, but there was progression, there was movement for the character. With this, I feel like there wasn't much movement. Deadpool is already established. He is who he is. I feel like this was more a Wolverine film, and it was a like rope in the Sony stuff. No, not Sony. Sorry, rope in the Fox stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it could all come to a conclusive end. You know.
Yeah, so it was like it was a goodbye to Fox shit.
Yeah. It was a goodbye to Fox, really, and I appreciated them bringing all the like the extra characters. I thought that was fucking awesome. When fucking Blade came out, I lost my shit. I think I was so loud in the cinema. I was like that black woman from Scary Movie. I was like, ah! I lost my shit.
Also, everyone thought there was a beef between Ryan Reynolds and
years.
Wesley Snipes. There wasn't one.
No, there wasn't one at all.
There wasn't one. They were like, oh, he's such a pretentious guy.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds basically played
the same guy. Because he doesn't have good acting chops. He's the same guy in everything. I've been watching Ryan Reynolds since
Sid
he was
Van Wilder.
Dude, even before Van Wilder. Remember that movie where he's working in a kind of an American sort of diner thing called Waiting, and like they're waitresses and they're doing a shift. It's got Justin Long in it.
Yeah, no, I remember. It's
Same
like a Pizza
guy.
Hut, sort of one of them bistros, sort of everything's wooden.
Yeah, like shenanigans. Like,
No, it was,
Applebee's or something.
It was one of the last ones of those. I'm gonna pause, Kevin. I'm gonna have to pause your 10 minutes for a second because I feel bad about.
Oh yeah, you're stealing my 10 minutes.
Do you remember those films?
Yeah.
Where there was used to be like we're all working in like Aspen in the snow.
Yeah.
And there'd be like 3 films: Snow Job.
Yeah.
Snow Control or something like that.
Loads of studios. You hear they're doing the same sort of thing.
This all happened after American Pie.
Yes.
And then it was just like
because studios realized that college humor was very lucrative. American Pie has about 10 different sequels to it.
I think they're making a new one now.
Probably. And you know what? Eugene Levy's in every one of them. Practically.
No.
and then the Shermanator took over as that character, as the like, you know,
the every film character.
No, come to me if you want knowledge because I'm an adult, but also, you know, party on, girl. You know.
Yeah, so I miss those days, early DVD days.
Dude,
DVD days. We're going back to the same conversation about DVDs devaluing films and da.
Yeah.
Kathleen, going back to
Deadpool
Wolverine.
Yeah.
I would say I felt that it was a very good film, and because I didn't have any expectations, I was happily surprised. But they did a lot of things for someone like me that had read comic books with my dad.
Yeah.
That is pressing on 40.
Yeah.
So when you had Gambit, for example, or Age of Apocalypse Wolverine.
Dude, that killed me.
How many people know that?
Dude, I lost my shit. I was
like,
yeah.
Right, so I don't care what you say about the film now. It's going to get plus bonuses.
Yeah.
Because it did what it would have done in a comic book.
Yes.
And that's what I think Nathaniel misses out on, because I don't think he's actually read much Deadpool. That's the sort of thing that would have happened in a Deadpool.
Yeah.
But like what they should have done more in the comic books was like have a normal story, and then one day the stupid Deadpool Spider-Man lookalike comes through a window
starts
and
fucking shit up.
Yeah, fucking shit up.
Yeah.
They never did it that way.
Yeah.
It was always he'd end up in their stories.
Yes.
But that is the comic. I think that's the comic world. What I'm saying is that I really enjoyed it because I had no expectations. I didn't want to see another Wolverine film. I didn't want to see another Hugh Jackman Wolverine film.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see another Deadpool movie, but like I wasn't averse to it, and they didn't need to advertise it to me. I was someone that if I'd watched it, I would have enjoyed it, and all the other stuff on the outside, you know, because I could just let go. I didn't have it hold my heart.
I hear you, but I fully actually agree with you, and in some ways I do feel very swayed because I saw it as a comic book film that I wasn't saying goodbye to necessarily, you know. But if I was, it was like it was meant to, for me, not necessarily a big spectacle, but I wanted it to be bigger than what it was, you know? For me, it was like a snapshot of a Deadpool adventure. I felt like it could have been bigger. And I love the fact it roped in the TVA and it roped in like the different types of Wolverines. And there were loads of like different types of Deadpool and the variants, and going to that place where, you know, freaking characters that had never been actualized into film or TV shows were given a moment, you know. I thought it was really cool, but at the same time I just wanted a bit more. I'm disappointed in comic book films.
You didn't watch but you're missing out on a few things. You didn't watch Loki.
No, I didn't watch season 2. I didn't watch Loki.
You need to finish Loki.
See, this is a thing. I feel like Marvel keep doing this. They did the same thing with fucking WandaVision.
I wouldn't have suggested it. I would have said don't watch WandaVision if I'd watched WandaVision for you and said don't watch it. Yeah. There's a few episodes that were great, but No,
I mean, you have to watch WandaVision to understand Doctor Strange 2. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't like. I'm like, what? I should be able to watch one and understand the motives and understand what's going on.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I don't think I watched WandaVision with great intent. And
Yeah, but if you didn't watch WandaVision, then you don't get why she's so obsessed about finding these kids in freaking Doctor Strange 2.
It's kids she never had.
Yeah.
No, but you can understand why she's lost it because everyone in her life is gone.
Yeah, but why is she going after these kids? Why isn't she trying to find another Vision?
Remember, Vision's dead, right?
Yeah, Vision's dead.
So literally, she could just be going on like I've lost Vision. Sort of
why
thing.
isn't she looking for Vision? She's looking for these kids that she had
Vision's
with Vision.
dead.
Yeah, but no. Why didn't she go to a different world? You know, because they're opening up the multiverse. Yeah. She could go to any multiverse and find Vision. No, she went to look for the kids. And where do you find out about the kids? In the TV show. Do you see what I mean?
Okay, Kathleen. One of the things is because it's the multiverse, they could have pulled any one of those Wanders with issues and not made a pre-film for it, and then you'd still be just as clueless as to why. Do you know what I mean? It's better that they did do that because
then you got background.
Because that would have been like an hour worth in the movie if they'd done that.
I think if you've got good storytelling, you could be able to convey
Kathleen,
the desperation of a mother.
Those in that
very
movie
quickly.
you wouldn't understand if you've never watched any, like Xavier, for example.
Very true.
Like him in that film doesn't make any sense.
But that's why it was a.
Unless you'd watch X-Men.
No, Kathleen. But what's it called?
Unless you watch X-Men
Alex,
before.
no. Unless what's it? That was particularly for nerds. That's it. Fan service. That was fan service. So that wasn't for everyone. That was for the fans.
Kevin, fan service wouldn't have had Xavier losing in a mind battle.
Definitely not. Never. Xavier would never lose to Scarlet Witch. That is complete bullshit.
Although we have not Civil War, the House of M is partially because House of M is because what's her name? Wanda had used Xavier's powers to tell the world that mutants
to change
were
reality.
different.
Yeah.
And then at the end, she does no more mutants. And so there's only like 87 mutants left. But no, that wouldn't matter. Like the fact you saw Charles Xavier, we're talking about a different movie now.
See?
The fact we saw Charles Xavier,
which was fan service. Charles Xavier
adds to that. Adds to that box.
Mr. Incredible, not Mr. Incredible.
Yeah,
the stretchy one, Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic. All those were fan service.
Yeah, 100% fan service.
Because
Captain
it's
Marvel,
a sequel.
the black one. Yeah.
You don't go into that movie not watching any other Marvel movie.
Yeah, very true. But it's a sequel. It's meant to be a sequel of what?
Of Doctor Strange.
Thank you. It
was the last time you saw Doctor Strange
was in Infinity Wars and
Endgame.
Endgame, yeah.
With no Wanda in there.
Wanda was there.
She was there, because that's when Muslim dies. Yeah. No, he dies in the first one.
He dies in the first one. But she was in the second one. Well, I swear, actually. Was she in the second one? Where was Wanda? I haven't seen Endgame since the cinema. Alex, it was on the plane and I was like, should I watch it? I was like, nah.
Change the channel.
Nah, I'm going to watch something else. Anyway, going back to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this opens up the question, actually. Is it worth still watching Marvel properties? Because now, post Doctor Strange 2 and WandaVision, they've aged up her son, one of them, and he's part of the new TV series Agatha All Along. I think his name is
Wanda.
Wiccan.
Wanda's kids.
Wanda's kids.
They don't exist.
They do exist. They kept them. They exist. So Agatha All Along. They were
kids from the neighborhood.
Alex, Agatha All Along, the neighbor.
Yeah.
Wanda fucked her up and made her think that she's still part of that. But she's a witch herself. La, 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 la. Yeah. One of the kids is Wanda's kid, who's also got powers like his mum.
Like, Wanda didn't have any kids.
Wanda had kids.
She didn't have any kids, Kathleen.
Wanda had kids.
She created 2 kids.
Yeah.
But they're based on people that lived in the area around the house.
Wanda had kids.
She didn't have kids.
She had kids.
Have you watched Agatha All Along then?
No. This is
so
the
synopsis.
This is Alex, come on. Everyone's sport it. I kind of know.
Let's get back to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, either way, like I don't think I'm watching any Marvel shit for a long time.
You need to watch Loki season 2.
I will, Alex, I will. But I got distracted.
Kathleen,
so, Alex, this
Loki
is meant to be my
season 2.
review, yeah? See how you talk the whole time.
Yeah, because that went on. Time went off about 5 minutes ago.
This guy is such a dickhead. Anyway, Wolverine and Deadpool. I wish there was more to it, but I'm glad of what it was. Every part of it made me happy. I would watch it again. There's loads of fan theories about what happened in the car, so I'm a big fan. Anyway, Alex, what have you watched? Come on, it's your go.
What was on my list? I had a bit of Rings of Power.
I'm gonna talk in this one. Go on. I
Rings
watched it,
of
Alex.
Power. Let me start my timer because
I'm up to episode 6, I believe.
You're watching it. God damn.
Yeah.
All right, Rings of Power. What a wonderful name, Hakuna Matata. No, all right. So I think it's like over $1 billion trillion per episode. The way they've got the high level of CGI and stuff. They've done a few recasts from the first season.
Who got recast? Oh
Adar.
He got
Adar's
recast.
changed.
Yeah.
There's some people that don't want to be it anymore that dropped out, like the
girl.
healer.
Yeah. The girl, the Black Elf's girlfriend.
Yeah.
I got an idea she didn't want to come back.
Yeah, I feel like it's bad for her reputation. There is a few, like, the thing about it, the reason it's so disjointed, but there's some really good gems about it. Like, this season, they've introduced the Tom Bombadil character.
Oh my god, that's so huge.
That was a delight to watch the sort of interaction, really good acting. And then you've got Adar and his orcs, which are just like walking places and seem to have this faster than light travel. It's the problem with The Hobbit and this is that the material is so small that you're making up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it's fan fiction in a way. Really good fan fiction.
Irregardless of it being fan fiction, it is hollow.
You feel like it doesn't have what? Personality, life, joy. What?
Okay, so in the first season, people were going from a region to the capital of the elves, city of the elves, like
Yeah.
right. In this, there were so many MacGuffins and so many reasons why they couldn't get there in
that
time.
Whole the bridge is down. What are we gonna do? I'm
So
like, you're fucking elves.
They spent 6 episodes.
Yeah.
First, it's like we need to go there because that's where Sauron's gonna head. They don't get there for 5 episodes. Not get there for 5 episodes. They don't leave for the first 2.
We need to get to him. Oh yeah. We'll get there.
We
Are
send
you
messages.
fucking kidding me?
All right. So, but that is just a peeve in terms of narrative structure. Sometimes I want to see more of what's going on elsewhere than just what Galadriel's running and cussing at. Like I would love to have seen more of the Harefoots, more of the
Really,
Proto Gandalf.
more of the Harfoots.
Only because for the development in the first season they were annoying. This season they're going through some adversity, and like the minute they split up, I was like, they're gonna see each other going for like at least 5 episodes now. Can we just like make it a one? I hate when they do this. If you're traveling together, you split up. You don't see each other to the last episode, of the last season.
Oh,
you're like,
there you are.
and I'm like, oh god, what is this? But the things keep interacting with each other and happening, and I'm like, all right, so they're looking at this being like a 10-season show. Way like these, so you got to get these old Harfoots that stayed to meet the ones that moved, and make the new. Are you gonna do it in this show? Are we gonna get all the rings given out? Who are the 9 kings? Da 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 da, blah blah blah. And I'm getting more and more like, this is too big a project for what they want because it is a history.
Yeah.
Which means they just did it in steps rather than the smaller conversations, which may have the same strength as a step.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that a woman spurned my love may not be important in history, but like in this shorter account of what's happening, you have these small interactions. What's happening in Numenor, like if you actually condensed everything outside of the Galadriel story, they can all be like 10-minute episodes. There's not enough of the other storylines, and they're so disjointed that you can't feel the sense of time, or if they're in a different age or a different place. There's nothing to suggest that the Proto Gandalf and the little kids, the little Harefoots, are in the same time or place.
That's true.
Because they've not come across any of the other characters in the show at all.
Yeah, I think that could actually be a twist in the future.
No,
you know,
that
of
could
like,
well be.
You know,
They've done it in
finding
some...
stuff from them that's hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, these aren't the same time. And I think that would be really good storytelling if they did do that.
Yeah, but I mean,
because to be honest,
but for
this whole
5
period,
seasons,
but this whole period is a lot
Second Age.
longer. But it's a lot longer than just a, oh no.
yes,
The Second Age is a lot longer. A lot of
Yeah.
battles happen.
yeah.
You know, so
A lot of stuff that's happened in the first 2 seasons happens over 1,000 years.
exactly.
Like,
So it's
the
like,
rings take hundreds of years to make.
you know, so since they're speeding everything up, like they also could be slowing stuff down.
Yeah.
I do feel that season 2 is a lot better than season 1.
Oh, it's a lot better.
And it's like, it's surprising how many people have come back to Rings of Power because they've heard that, oh, it's actually really
There's
good.
nothing
They're like,
else
oh,
to watch.
that's
But
true, it's a bit dead.
It's not good enough to come back to. It's good enough to stick with if you got nothing else to do. I mean, I would say in the top 10 of things this year, I don't think it meets top 10 of
It's
TV
been a very
shows.
weird year.
But it's been, I mean, it could make the top 10 because the year's been a bit fucked. But like,
it's been a weird year.
Shogun this year is number 1.
Dominated.
And then maybe the Penguin number 2, I reckon.
Interesting.
I think Penguin will finish by Christmas unless they do a break. The
All right, okay. Well, I think that's an end of year thing for us to talk about. Like, you know, top 10 shows, top 10 movies.
Start writing that down now.
Yeah, jot it down. I do feel, I just want to say about the Rings of Power that I felt there were certain things that I loved and there were certain things that really disappointed me.
Like what was a
Like
disappointment?
Elrond really disappointed me.
Really?
Like, yeah, the fact he wasn't listening, even to like High Lord Gil-galad, he didn't listen to him when he was like, listen, this ring is helping me do X, Y, and Z and making sure the elves are not diminishing. And the fact that he's like, but these rings, you're gonna get led astray by the Dark Lord, da da da. And he's not listening. Yeah.
But they're not listening to him either.
I get where he's coming from, but when your Lord tells you X, Y, and Z, you either listen or you do what Galadriel was almost made to do and go back to Valinor. Fuck off to Valinor. You know what I mean?
All right, Catherine. But look at what happening with the dwarves. If you use that same rule, the dwarves will be dead.
There's different people because firstly, the dwarves when it comes
Wait,
to
Gary, you said you.
Alex, hold on.
You said you.
Alex,
Didn't say if you're an elf.
Between elves and dwarves, they have different systems of governing.
Of course.
With elves, it's
Different
by
biology.
family. You know, so you got the current Durin.
Durin the third.
Yeah, who is the Durin right now? He's like king, and it's his son who will inherit. Whereas the elves, it's different. It's not necessary by, you know.
But I'm talking about when a leader's doing something wrong.
Yeah, when a leader's doing
and
something
he's going
wrong.
to drag everybody down with them.
Yeah.
And you can tell them this is the work of an evil man.
Very true.
And because they're already tainted and coerced by the evil man, they're not listening anymore.
It's true.
And thus, you have to do something
Alex,
about
I haven't
it.
finished what I was saying.
Oh, go. Yeah, sorry.
Elrond was given several examples of the fact that Galadriel was right. You know, Galadriel may have not been listening, been keeping secrets, but she was right by saying these rings are not corrupted. These rings will bring back the light for elves. Like she was saying, Killer Brembrel needs help. We need to go there. And Elrond's like, actually, maybe not. You know, Killer Brembrel's all right. You know, like Elrond has been doing elves after elves after that. Even when Elrond took over the command of the group, she's like, we shouldn't go this way. Something's wrong. Yeah. Everyone's not listening to Galadriel, and he keeps fucking up. And I'm just like, he's one of the biggest elves for me this season. I love the actor; he's done such a great job.
I don't even.
For me to have this reaction, he's done such a great job.
But
I feel like they wrote him as a fool, and I don't like that because Elrond's one of the most powerful elves.
Well, yeah, but he's also he's meant to be like more of an administrator rather than a politician or doer. I have issues with the whole elven society, really, because I thought they were telepathic. I thought elves were telepathic because in Lord of the Rings, those guys were talking from across Mars.
Who outside of Galadriel, who else was talking telepathically?
Elrond and Galadriel had a conversation about the ring. He needs help. We need to send it. I thought they were telepathic.
No, it's more like Galadriel talking to him and him being able to respond. Because of the power of her ring, it expands on everything that she is, and she's able to do that. Whereas that's not like fundamental for
educate me. So Sauron didn't infect the rings of the elves.
No, because what happened was she had a knife from her brother, and that knife came from Valinor.
Yeah.
It's pure. It's, you know, and
Yeah.
they melted down her knife, the
And the
blade
mithril.
and the hilt, and made the 3 rings. Now
Yeah.
the design was from Sauron. He was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, if you do this, that, and the other, it will help with, you know, the problem that you have, which is the diminishing of the elves.
So
their
I
power.
couldn't remember whether he had touched it or
He
not.
didn't touch it. He just said, oh yeah, if you do X, Y, and Z, it will be alright.
As Halbrand, he wouldn't have
Yeah.
been as powerful either.
Exactly.
But as Annatar,
Anatar, he is just pure like, oh.
but when he touches the Elvish rings and he goes and puts it in there, I knew that was the point of him to make a exaggerated point. Is that it for Lord of the Rings?
Oh, we've got so much more to say.
We both watched it, so we'll just keep
now
going.
we've got like, this is leading up to a mega war, which will cause the whole of Eregion, that whole chunk, to fall into the sea. I think it's called
Numenor, the flood, the end of Numenor.
That whole Numenor.
But
That's
that's
completely taken the fuck out.
But that's supposed to happen over hundreds of years. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but she saw it in the Palanir. She
Yeah.
saw the end of Numenor, and she still wasn't told anyone. I'm like, fuck's sake, you're
She has.
blind.
she did.
Did she tell what's his face? Isildur's dad.
Yeah. After when she doesn't become queen and they're locked up or whatever, it's like, what did you see when you touched the thing?
Yeah.
Because I saw the end of Numenor. She says it there.
Oh shit! I must have blacked out.
Spoiler alert.
Oops.
No.
But you know what kills me, Alex, is that things aren't explained in the TV show. I had to go through YouTube to all like these really good YouTube channels that particularly just talk about Lord of the Rings. And they explained why the elves were so fucking pissed off with them and why Iluvatar caused
like
Numenor to sink.
Shout out Nerd of the Rings.
Yeah, shout out Nerd of the Rings.
Talking Thrones.
And yeah, all those guys.
And all the guys that do lore and stuff on
100%.
YouTube. Check them out because actually they are quite handy.
Super break it down.
But I would say, because there is such a big fan base, this is always going to disappoint someone. Same way that Wolverine and Deadpool Wolverine has not pleased some people and pleased others. Like, it's always going to have high points for me, Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine, because of the Age of Apocalypse scene.
Yeah,
just that.
100%.
Just that.
That was like so delicious.
They did him so well as well.
So
Big
delicious.
hair.
Yes.
The red stripe against the one hand.
They did perfect. It was like, if I can give the costume and set production guys any chomps, it would be like, you did a great job on everything. When Wolverine was on the X and the skulls, brilliant, like claps.
No, they had a lot going for them, and I have to say, I was proud of that. Going back to Rings of Power.
Yes, Rings of Power.
Finish it off.
Yes.
One more episode left.
I don't know. There was one this week, and so one last week, one then this week. Is it Friday? It comes
Thursdays.
Out?
It comes out.
All right, cool. I've got 2 episodes though.
Amazon Prime Video. I would say that I will give it a final review if we do one next week or the week after. There's one more episode left. Did a battle scene which made no sense.
Oh god, I haven't seen that.
And it was frustrating. I think what's frustrating is that you know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
dramatic irony shows the dramatic irony very hard to watch because you know where it's got to land.
I feel the same way about Titanic. You know,
yeah,
you know what's gonna happen.
Well, Better Call Saul. It's like he has to end up meeting Mr. White and being a lawyer and end up going on the run. Like it's just a circle.
It is a circle. And sometimes it's good to hear about these things, but sometimes it's just like, nah, I'm okay. Because like we know that Celebrimbor dies. That's in the book. He dies. He gets killed by Anatar.
Yeah.
You know, because he gets manipulated and he creates these rings.
So what they either do is disappoint everybody by creating a new story or a new thing that happens, or being over faithful and pissing off everyone else because we already know what happens.
They tell you can't because Lord of the Rings as the IP is so strong, and the fandom is so in it. You can't just suddenly keep them alive because because you're like, ooh, it'd be different. No.
Lord of the Rings is the one thing about Lord of the Rings, the whole franchise, is the detail and how, despite how it doesn't feel that real, it does have the realistic. Like, everyone has issues, everyone has problems, every place has history.
Yeah.
Everywhere has politics, everywhere has love and hate. And a lot of places, a lot of shows and films, they just get rid of all that and just say, you know, this is the world. That's the black corner, that's the white corner, that's the red corner, that's the blue corner. Do you know what I mean? Like them Hollywood high school movies.
Yeah, true. Like the nerd table, the
Yeah.
jocks. Okay, so yeah,
Black
guys, watch it, and yeah, we'll do a proper review after it ends. Is it my go?
Yes, it is you, because I did Rings of Power.
Okay, I'm going to pick then Bad Boys 4.
What you gonna do?
Okay, so I watched it on the plane. All right.
Let me get the timer on. 1 second.
Yeah, put the timer on. Put the timer on.
So we need this time because I didn't get to see it because I can only see like some random Russian
I hope you turn this
version.
time off because like I haven't spoken yet. So don't be taking my time, Alex.
Look
at this guy.
I'll
Look at this
restart.
guy. He just like jacked
I
my
restarted
time.
because you already had 10 seconds of it before I pressed start, so I don't know.
All I said was Bad Boys 4.
Yo, that's enough.
Yeah, then you said like 5 sentences.
You know, you started singing.
No, Alex, I didn't sing.
Yes, you did. You was like,
No, it
what
was
you
it
gonna
was-
do?
No, Alex, I didn't sing.
3, 2, 1. The floor is yours.
Okay, so Bad Boys Ride or Die. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Keep going.
Ride
keep
or
going,
Die.
keep going.
So as a film, when did it come out? It came out
July?
in June. In the US, it came out, and so probably July here. Box office made 400 million. 400 million.
So it made the price of what film we was talking about?
Basically the price of Alien Romulus. Same amount they made back essentially. I personally think it was better than Bad Boys 3. I really like the premise.
Or where he had like a fake child and wife or... Wow.
Yeah, like when he was undercover, he got in a relationship with a lady from Mexico who essentially was
cartel
also a
boss.
witch. Yeah, and she got pregnant and he never knew. And when he betrayed her because he's police, she then put like...
She trained her son to kill her father.
Basically,
His
yeah.
father.
So the kid comes back in this film.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I thought they were gonna just
No.
dash that.
You know
that
how they
theme.
like sort of build up a young group, like they had a hacker and a few other people who were part of a younger. It feels like a direct sequel from the third. It's,
All right, but
it's
like, are they
actually
gonna
really
come up
good.
with Bad Boys?
Bad Boys. Bad
Like
Boys.
you know what was it LA
Boys in the Hoods.
LA Cop where they had like
Boys
Gabriel
to Men's.
Union do a spin off.
Yeah, when it was like L.A.
Yeah,
Her
LA
and-
Detectives or something it was
I
called.
want to say her and what's her face, Dark Angel.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, I feel like
Alba.
I think it was those two. Anyway, it's a really good film. I highly recommend it.
You really liked
had,
it?
Yeah, I really liked it. It had fun moments. It had good action sequences.
Martin Lawrence is he still a bit
He
like...
still got it. He still got it. I feel like he had a real swollen face. I was like, I'm worried about your liver. But otherwise, he was really fucking good. You know, he, as a character, he had progressed and he had really kind of expanded on what it is to be,
old.
Yeah, old police detective and you know, having a family and being there, but also wanting to be responsible and law abiding and, you know, taking out the bad guy. I feel like Will Smith's character had a bit of development, but at the same time, it was kind of stagnant as a character. But then maybe that's just me not being pro Will Smith, you know.
Is it, I don't know what it is, right? Since Hitch, I don't think he's smiled properly, like a real smile. A bit of like fake smiles. He's been depressed. Hitch, no, what's the one? Hitchcock.
Hitchcock. He wasn't really smiling
The,
that one.
the superhero one.
Yeah, the superhero one.
Yeah, I don't think he's smiled since that movie. Like a real genuine smile. Like everything seems to be like
Grumpy 40, 50-year-old.
Grumpy Smith.
Yeah, Grumpy Smith. Yeah, I suppose there's a bit of that. I feel
Willard.
like he did a good job in portraying his character, Mike Lowry. He did a good job. There were parts of the story that didn't quite make sense because I was like, wait, what, huh?
Did it feel like a sequel to the first film though? Or was
No,
it just like
they all feel like they're part of the same world, you know.
alright, so connected to the first film.
Yeah, this is more of a sequel to the third film. You know, it was almost
Yeah.
like 6 months later, sort of thing.
Even though the police chief was dead in that, and it was
Yeah.
like they tried to say that he was.
I don't want to spoil it because this is fresh out.
No, it had the
and you're gonna
trailer.
watch
They had the
it.
trailer of like, oh look, if you see this video, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get you. Run.
Yeah, essentially.
That's basically what the trailer said, and it was like.
I feel like they could have gone more into that.
But isn't that a movie? That's another movie where that happens.
Probably. I can't think of it. But Alex, this as a film, I would highly recommend watching it, and I would love to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Again, it's another one that I think we should further go into.
When does it get released on streamings?
Probably like November or something. But either way, guys, check it out. Bad Boys. It got 65 on Rotten Tomatoes, but we don't really trust those people because they can be bought.
What? No. Which is it? The fans or the critics?
Oh, fans 65, critics 97.
I thought you should follow the critics.
Well, it's 5,000 critics versus 250 fans.
250.
Yeah, 250 reviews on the Tomato Meter. So
5,000 critics versus 250 fans.
Yeah.
You ever heard of that before?
It feels a bit dodge. Just saying, it feels a bit dodge.
It feels like they've been paying 5,000 people
to be like,
and then deleting like a couple of 100,000 people who've gone to see it. If it made 300 million, at least more than 250 people would have.
Loads of people watched it. I can tell you that. Loads of people watched it.
One second, let me just type in Bad Boys 4 streaming.
What the fuck?
Kathleen, you have 5 minutes left of your time.
No, I'm done. Because you haven't watched it. I'm done. Oh, I'll use the other half to talk about Aquaman. There you go. Again, another film that you need to watch that I can't spoil. I feel like I need to spoil something.
Spoil something. Spoil that. That's been out for like a year.
Okay, so Aquaman as a film.
So high
Aquaman
pitch.
2. Yeah, Aquaman 2 was actually really good. And I'm saying this because I had no expectations when I put it on. I was like, let's see what happens. And as a film, it feels like a buddy cop film. So he's got his brother, Aaron. His brother, who's full Atlantean, the one who was king. He's got to break him out of prison to help save the day, essentially. Because there's this other sea. So you've got the different groups who are, part of the underwater kingdom.
Yeah, you got the trench.
You got the trench. You got the coral. You got all different lots. But there's this long lost one that no one talked about.
Well, like the Black Sea or something.
Yeah. Like the frozen wasteland over there. Yeah. And essentially they're on Thoring and they have got strength and power. And the main guy, he's manipulative and he manipulates the guy who plays Black Mantis to fucking and he gives him tech to take out. He gives him Atlantean tech to take out Aquaman and his lot, and that's why what's her face wasn't really in the film because she got taken out during attack, and she's healing up in the med bay. What is her name?
Amber Heard.
That's it, Amber Heard.
They wrote her out the movie.
Yeah. So she's healing up in med bay the whole film.
Because I'd seen shots of her being in a action scene.
Yeah, that's it. She gets taken out in this little part where they try and break into Atlantis to steal shit, and yeah, so she's healing up in medbay.
Do you know what would be so cool if Johnny Depp just comes into that movie,
starts swimming through
as a pirate?
Oh my god, that'd be so good. That'd be a bit fucked up.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah, you are. But as a film, I thought it was really good. There were bits that linked it to Flash and everything. But really, it felt also like its own thing over here.
The problem is, it's the last of that franchise.
Yeah, because they're not going to do any more.
They're not going to do any more.
They all sank.
Did they?
Yeah, they all sank.
How much did this make?
Oh, yeah, let me just quickly pull that up. So I was very much happy with his performance, Jason Momoa. I thought he did all right. I think it was really good to see his relationship with his dad. And he's got a son in it. So it was also
Wait, his dad was Django Fett, right?
Yeah, his dad's Django Fett.
Do you know what? They should never made them marry because now every guy is they have the same look. They should have cloned I don't know.
Oh right. No, someone told me about that. Not all the clones are the same. Now, after a certain point, the clones became just normal people, right?
No.
Yeah, they're not, because that's why it was so shocking to see John Boyega as a stormtrooper. We're wait, it's a black stormtrooper.
That's a different age.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a totally different age.
How long did the clones last
that's
for?
That's not the Empire. John Boyega is not part of the
Oh yeah,
Empire.
shit. 'Cause
That's
he's
the
part of
First
the
Order.
First Order. Yeah, yeah.
But also, there was a point when Order 66
Yeah,
comes in.
yeah.
They kill off all the Jedi. That's when they start conscripting normal humans
Oh, is
to
that when they
start
start doing
being stormtroopers.
So the clones really
Not-
were number 2 and number 3, and then
What?
like movie 2, like
Yeah, the
you know,
clones 2, 3,
and then the
it
Clone
kept
Wars
going,
TV show.
but then they started cycling into being stormtroopers. But I think one of the things is that they're supposed to have like very short lifespans.
Yeah.
And so you don't get very many older ones unless they've beaten their clone.
Taking out the chip.
Yeah, so you got that show Bad Batch where they're
Yeah.
all just the same.
Oh, is that what Bad Batch is about?
Yeah, they're about bad
Batch of clones.
clones. Yeah.
Nice. Oh wait, sorry. Answer your original question about budget. Or how much it made. Budget wise, it was 200 million. They reported on, and box office 434 million. So it technically made back
itself,
but it didn't make a profit because it essentially paid back what the fucking
just doubled itself.
Yeah, but they say making a profit you need to do more than just double now, you know. So yeah, it made more than Shazam 2. Let's just say that.
How do you know that?
Because Shazam 2 is a piece of shit.
But does it say there how much Shazam 2 made?
No, I can go.
Why are you saying that then? Unsubstantiated claims. I hope it does. I hope you win this thing you're saying now.
Shazam 2 piece of shit.
Shazam 2.
Fucking budget.
I don't know, but I hope so.
Yeah, it did. Wow. Oh, it did really bad. Okay, so Shazam 2, 110 to 125 million was the budget.
Yeah.
And it made 134 million. So 134 million.
Wow.
It didn't even break even because it just made back what they worked
Yeah, that's
on it.
even, Kathleen. That's
No, that's not
that's
breaking
definition of even.
No, that's not breaking even. Anyway, Alex, it's your go.
Rebel Ridge.
I didn't finish it.
I watched it.
It was really long. I thought it was a TV show. I was like, oh, it's a
yeah,
movie?
it's a movie. I went to a friend's house and he just stuck it on. So it was like, oh, what's this? I didn't catch the first 10 minutes. So you saw the beginning of the movie. I saw the end.
Okay,
But
so Rebel Ridge is a Netflix film about revenge and also like honor,
corruption,
police corruption,
small town police corruption,
versus army vet who's come to save the day.
Yeah.
Because his cousin got put in prison and then killed on purpose, and so it's like a revenge story too.
Well, then it uncovers a conspiracy, which he wasn't interested in breaking down, but ends up doing anyway. But like, yeah, the police, the judiciary. Yeah, you said it worse than I did, so I'm happy with that.
But you know, English isn't my first language.
Judiciary.
Judiciary.
I can't say legislature.
Oh,
I did it.
You did.
Yeah.
Legislature.
The way you said it. It's like you learn the English again. Legislature. Alright, I gotta say, the Overground, I need to write an angry letter because they're saying Brondesbury.
Brondesbury.
Yeah.
Brondesbury.
Yeah. Why?
Because they're extra.
It never used to. They've
Alex,
gone backwards.
Say it, sort it, okay?
We're see a pass on a platform. Find a member of staff. What member of staff? They made them all robots, or just screens.
Yeah, literally.
Someone should be to your station within the next 45 minutes to find this bag you've left behind.
See it, say it, sorted. Sorry. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Wow. You've been on too many platforms, my dear.
Hell yeah.
Well, so Bad Boys will be coming out on Netflix in America. But in the UK, Amazon Prime Video is saying that you can watch it, purchasing it. But it's not going to be... I don't understand, man. Amazon, and now, you're paying like one of the most, but you still get adverts.
Yeah, okay, so this is something we need to talk about. Okay, I understand with Now TV. I get it because it's Sky and they will just like they're advertising their self stuff.
No, wait. Sometimes advertising the show you've just
You're-
put on to watch.
Yeah. But it's still like show or TV show or like stuff that's coming out. Whereas Amazon, they're advertising all sorts of bullshit. And you know what? They put it in between, you know, like if it's a TV show, they put it in between at like advert breaks.
For the prices you're paying,
I'm like, wait.
I don't think you need adverts like that.
What I feel like they've done the same thing that Netflix has done, which they've done a second paywall, so ad free,
yeah,
and like ads, and it's just not safe. They can kiss my ass.
I'm going back to downloading shit.
I am not.
I am not. You never left. Your face. I wish we did this on video. I should have bought the other phone so we filmed this. Yeah, but you wouldn't be dressed for this. Look at you. You'd be
I can
like
put clothes on. Very quickly. If you say cat, we're filming it. I'm like bang.
yeah,
Tonight, Matthew, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you're gonna fly in on a magic stick of a broom and have
Alex,
like a big wig.
If you want to call me a witch, or if you want to talk about my hair situation,
I'll call you magical. That's what I'm
nah,
saying.
no.
I was like, you're gonna come in like
don't be that guy.
Mononoke or something. Do you know what I mean?
Don't be that guy.
Mononoke or Mononoke?
I was going to talk about Mononoke.
Mononoke.
Yeah, that would be weird, actually. I was going to talk about Interview with Vampire, but I'll do that next week.
Oh.
Outside of that's all the reviews done. Oh, and Turning Red. I'll talk about those two next week.
Turning Red.
Mhm.
Is that like about a communist person or?
Oh no! Funny enough, it's about a young girl from Chinese background.
Yeah.
Who is like going through a teenage experience, and in her family, they've got a blessing from the red panda spirit, and when girls hit a certain age, they are able to invoke and become that red panda. And historically in their family, what they do at a certain time, like a full moon, they repress it and put it away. So it's a real description of like womanhood, going from girl to a woman, and having to repress a lot of yourself to fit in with society, to fit in with your situation, and like this girl having to do that with a sort of repressive parent, you know, who wants, you know, the classic kind of tiger mum, the one who wants you to get best A's, also to
wants to push you
Exactly.
maybe too far.
And it's about a kid breaking under that pressure. So it's actually really good. It's on Disney Plus. It was one of their Disney Pixar films
Okay.
of last year, I believe, or the year before. It was really, really good. Anyway, I saw it on the plane.
Okay, so that is delightful. It reminds me of Studio Ghibli's interpretation, you know, Ariadne sort of thing, where I know borrowers, you know borrowers, but seeing it in this format, it's nice when someone like takes something. It's like a painting and making it into a film.
Yes.
The
Like
West
the girl
can't
with the
do
pearl
it very
earring.
well. Maybe, but I'm saying the West can't really do it very well because they make the painting into a movie.
Yeah.
But like what the artist is trying to say by saying these waves remind me of this and this fish dancing reminds me of that, without actually saying those words.
I think about descriptives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think sometimes art, obviously all the time art is subjective, but in the West I feel like we have to be very obvious in how we're describing it, because a lot of people don't get it because maybe they don't have the artistic training or the insight. So for it to be successful, you need to make it accessible.
Yeah. Just, do you know what gets me though is that sometimes being accessible can dumb down, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's
You know?
unfortunate, i.e. Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. But then again, if you did it so like imagine silent X-Men with no one saying anything. Do you know what I mean? That would be boring, but it'd be abstract and
only a certain keynote would get it, whereas it wouldn't be accessible for everyone else. It wouldn't make money because at the end of the day,
you have to
all
stylize
this
it.
is consumerism.
Yeah. All of it is to get bums on seats, to
Bums on
keep
seats.
industry flowing.
Keep money going. So, like, if you have to dumb it down to make more money than consumerist capitalists would.
Yeah. Is there a way of Marvel saving themselves?
I think Marvel, what they need to do, I know it sounds cheesy, but I think they need to stop producing stuff for a couple of years and build up in a different way and then come back. Because the problem, the last two phases, they were putting out too much content, whereas people didn't care about stuff. You know, like the first phase, we had like what 5 films, maybe in the first phase.
Oh, from Iron Man onwards.
Yeah,
I think it's about 8.
but it was all just introductory stuff, you know.
Iron Man
Whereas-
3 is in the first phase. It's phase 1.
Yeah, I've
So you had 3 Iron Mans.
Marvel phases. Let
Yeah,
me just have a look.
2.
Phase list, but like fucking phase 4 and 5 was just like everything and everything.
Thing is, they.
Let's have a
Yeah.
look. Okay, so phase 1, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Avengers 6. Okay, so phase 5. All right, so yeah, phase 5 is the one post. Oh no, phase 4. Sorry, is post Endgame. Yeah. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, Black Panther. That's 7, not including the TV shows.
I feel like we're missing some in that first phase.
And phase 5.
You try to say Black Panther the same phase as Iron Man 3.
Black Panther 2. Oh, do you mean Black Panther 1?
Oh, you're looking at the last phase after
Yeah.
Endgame. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said phase 2.
No, I skipped.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, essentially what I'm saying is they put out too much shit. Anyway, Alex, we were gonna we've done our reviews. You ready
Yeah.
for the next thing?
Of course. I'm just trying to think of, like, because I asked you a question, how would you fix it? And I'm saying, how about some shorts? One shot shorts. That's what used to get people excited. Like, you see the Star Wars, they did the anime Star Wars, where they got Japanese artists, like Animatrix, sort of anthological. They've got enough characters that we don't need to hear anything more about, and they can come across bigger characters. And then remember the what ifs. The last good thing for Marvel has to be the what ifs.
Actually, hold on. I don't think what ifs were awesome, no doubt, but I don't think that was the last good thing for Marvel.
I meant like the last thing everyone agreed was good.
Oh yeah, what ifs, yeah. Actually, no, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Everyone
No,
agreed that was good.
no,
Yeah,
not everyone
did.
thought it was good.
Yeah, they did.
That was a terrible movie.
That was a great film.
Gavin, that wasn't a good
That
film.
was a good film. That was a
Kathleen.
good film, Alex.
Kathleen.
That was a very good film.
Guardians of the Galaxy hasn't been good since the
Guardians
first film.
of the Galaxy 3 was a good film.
2 and 3 were awful.
2 was actually decent. 2 was okay.
2 and 3 were awful.
2 was okay. It was okay. 2 for me was like Suicide Squad 1. You know, it was okay. It's not something that I'm gonna go watch again. It was okay. Whereas
What was the plot of 3?
3 was looking at Rocket's background. His heart was his heart had a
He was
VPN
out of it for most of the movie,
code.
wasn't he?
No, it was out for about 60% in the film.
That's most of the movie.
No, it's not.
60% is more than the majority of the movie, Gavileen.
It's not most. Most is like 80% up.
There's more than the 60% than the 40% side of it. Making
you
it
could
most
say
of the
for
movie.
a larger piece he was out. Not most. Most is almost
Kevin,
complete.
I would say 70% of the movie was out, but like I don't remember it enough to claim that.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
think-
saying it wasn't as enjoyable. But I think it's my own personal thing. But it wasn't enjoyable. It didn't have like world-ending sort of things to it. It was about an ego versus someone wants to be free, but it didn't have bigger world implications, which they had in the first 2 films, which kind of.
I feel like it
developed
did, and I think you should watch it again.
Where?
The High Evolutionary was blowing up planets that he created, getting rid of species that he created, and taking out like the head that like the Guardians are based in.
Yeah.
Like there was a whole lot of like destroying of life,
Yeah.
which is another form of world ending situations. So there was quite a lot going on.
So the world was ending rather than being a situation.
Yeah, it's
No,
not a
because
situation.
Justin did it in the first film. He destroyed bare things. Ronan.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Well, he did it before the film, you know, so it's like he's Ronan the Destroyer because he's destroyed X, Y, and Z beforehand. But
He's
once
Inquisitor, wasn't he?
the Inquisitor, oh shit, yeah. Well, I feel like what was he trying to get rid of? Xandar
He hated Xandar, but
Yeah.
Xandar gets destroyed
gets destroyed anyway.
outside the movie.
We don't even see it because when we see what Thanos at the beginning of Infinity Wars, he's talking about how he had destroyed it.
That's
to
why I
get the
blame
Power
Winter
Stone.
Soldier.
Yeah,
That's why I blame Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was such a good film.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
the implications, the looseness, the fun, the no rules of the first film was gone in the second film.
Yes.
And by the third film, you've got a fake Gamora who's just there for the sake of it. There's no cohesion. They didn't keep Thor in it. There's too many complaints for the second and third movies for me, but they're good films. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying
It's not the same. But the thing is, I'm not surprised it's not the same because at the beginning they were carefree.
It was 10 years as well. They've done a film
like,
in like 5 or 6 years.
If they were still carefree, I would be kind of worried because they went through Endgame. They went through, like, you know, having Thor there. They went through a lot. And for them to be like, and it's a bigger group. It's not just like the original core. Now you've got extras, you know, who are part of it.
Who?
You've got like, what's his face? The guy who takes over Yondu's like...
He was in the first film.
Yeah. He was
James
part of the
Gunn's
Ravagers
brother.
or something. Yeah, he's James Caan's brother.
But he's been part of the crew since the first film.
He was in the crew in the second film.
He used to be a Ravager.
He did.
Our main guy used to be a Ravager, right?
Yeah.
So they knew each other from the beginning.
Yeah, but he wasn't part of the Guardians.
It's a Ravager strip.
There was no
Guardians. There's no Guardians to the end of the movie.
Exactly.
They weren't Guardians until the end of...
In number 2,
So the first one, there was no Guardians at all.
He wasn't the Guardian in the second
First one, there was no Guardians at all, Kathleen.
Yeah, there weren't.
So you only had Guardians in the second movie.
And he wasn't. He was
in the second movie.
He was there, but he wasn't a Guardian.
And you got the pin. You got the thing at the end of the movie.
He was there, but he wasn't a Guardian.
Kathleen, I love this argument because
He wasn't a Guardian.
I don't think there was such thing as a Guardian until the end of the first movie. So there's only one film he hasn't been a Guardian in, and he was in the Guardian by the end of that movie.
Yeah, but he wasn't a Guardian. That's my whole point.
By the end of that movie, he was a Guardian.
He wasn't a Guardian.
At the end of the movie.
Putting it on doesn't make you a Guardian. We
Kathleen,
didn't even see
at
him.
the end of the second film, he was a Guardian.
No.
Kathleen, I think you need to watch the second one again.
I think what you
Sylvester
need to do.
Stallone
I think
came
what you
in.
need to do is watch the Christmas special.
Oh,
Then he
wow.
was a Guardian.
Yeah.
So suck my dick.
Yeah, okay.
Then he was a Guardian.
I saw that one.
Thank you very much.
I saw that one. But I think because of the Ravagers getting together at the end of that second film and bringing the Guardians in with them meant that they were together as a group at the end of that second movie.
I hear you.
That's the only thing I would say.
I hear you.
That's
And
all,
I know
that's
I
all,
can
that's
partially
all.
agree with that because it was like the funeral of Yondu where they kind of were like, yeah, okay, we kind of forgive you.
You're back in the fold.
You're back
Everyone's back in the fold.
Ish.
But yeah, no. No one's going to know what we're talking about because no one's into
No, we're just chatting shit.
Marvel that much.
So, the next thing we were going to talk about outside of movie shows and TV shows. Movie shows and TV shows.
Movie shows.
Movie shows.
We should go to a movie show.
Let's go to a movie show. I know Prince of Charles Cinema does like those long...
What about the traveling cinema? You know the ones where they do the acting in front of the film behind them, like in Fame when they do Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Like I went to one Nomad Cinema. No,
You sure it wasn't the Prince of Charles? Because usually Rocky Horror is over there, isn't it?
no, but it was like they go to festivals and do like. So I saw Bugsy Malone at festival.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
And because I already wore a hat like that, people were like, "Are you part of the cast?"
You should have got on stage.
No,
Alex.
I've come to a festival
Be
just like this.
I just paid for my ticket. Can I get a refund? Alex, so we were going to talk about shits and gigs controversy. So firstly, do you want to give your description of what happened, and I'll give my description, and then we'll try and come in the middle.
Okay, can you describe it as how I saw it?
Okay.
So, shits and gigs, shits and giggles. I don't know what to describe them. Two guys that have been, have seen a rise to not fame, a rise in their popularity. They've been doing a podcast for 2-3 years, maybe 4 years, and they have they usually do clips, laugh at things from Reddit and reactions and stuff like that, and they're funny guys, but I wouldn't say they were comedians.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're comedians.
They're funny guys because they're normal people.
Yeah, they look at something funny and they'll have a laugh.
Yeah, and so what happens is I think they get quite famous at one point and they start doing live shows and doing tours. So they go to America, do a couple of podcasts, and one of the podcasts they do is the Flagrant podcast with Andrew Schultz, who is quite a provocative comedian, but like will always like actually be fair-minded. He knows enough about the world to say something and know how it will offend and where it will land, and maybe talk his way out of it as well. So there is that while on a show, what I saw from my perspective. This is what I saw. I clicked on one of ShxtsNGigs videos, and they were apologizing for being on Andrew Schultz. Then I saw a few days later for the comments on Andrew Schultz about how someone made a comment about black women, and they didn't go into the joke, and they said they shouldn't have laughed at it, and they were talking about how they felt and what they should have done in the time. Then I see a few days later, Andrew Schultz and his podcast guys react to the Shits and Giggles, which was actually quite funny, but also quite tragic because he wasn't actually listening. But at the same time, I'll get onto my feelings about the apology in the first place. But then I saw an old clip of the two guys chatting, and a comment was made about a joke was made about black men. Oh, why would he go off? He doesn't want you anyway, referring to black women. So I've tried to connect everything together and try and see what was the issue, but I haven't actually seen any of the controversy, only their reactions to the controversy.
Okay.
So I haven't seen what particular argument has been about.
Yeah.
My thing is, why are you apologizing? I am more annoyed at the fact that they decided to apologize when they didn't make the comments. Well, they reacted to it and laughed. They didn't make the comments, and B, there's already history of them being like that. And they didn't need to go back to the old video. There's plenty of clips of them laughing at a misogyny or making light of it. So I thought that was their standard in the first place.
Yeah.
So to have an apology specifically to black women didn't make any sense to me, because they'd have to apologize to everybody else as well. That is my issue. You don't apologize to other black men. Don't apologize to white women. Don't apologize to people that don't work out. Don't apologize to people that work out too much, because they make jokes of everybody. So I didn't see why. But then someone goes, their audience. It's their audience.
Yeah.
Their community.
Yeah.
So I understand that. They upset the community, make amends. Anyway, what was your impression, Kathleen?
Okay, so I was in Japan when this all kicked off, so I was getting it like actually as it was as it was happening.
All right.
Because I don't follow them on anything.
I don't follow them either, but
before I did, because
All
like
right.
what they did, which was very clever, they did shorts on TikTok. That's how they got popular. They would record their podcast and they wouldn't put up the whole thing. They would just put up funny shorts.
Yeah.
And loads of people joined, and added onto it, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I would see some of their stuff. I would laugh at it because it would be like them reacting to Twitter stuff, or them reacting to "Am I the Arsehole?"
Yeah, am I the Arsehole? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, that's kind of funny. And I clicked on to their podcast on Spotify, and I thought, let me just listen to them because they have a podcast.
This podcast is dry.
It's so dry. It was so shit, and I was like, wait. You guys aren't actually like. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. So obviously I unfollowed and I was like, whatever. And I don't engage. And so what happened was...
Dry. I can't believe you just said that.
They're dry. What happened was these guys, they were on, like you're saying, their US tour. And whilst they were there, they did shows and stuff. Now, this is where you have to split the audience. A lot of their audience, I don't know the percentage, a lot of them are black women. But not just black British women, African American women. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
So they don't understand a key thing about certain black men from the UK. All right? So when those boys went on to Andrew Schultz's podcast and the comment was made, essentially Andrew Schultz asked them about the black girlfriend, black wife effect.
Yeah, the black girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
Where the guy starts getting a fade, white guys getting fade and stuff.
Looking good.
That's funny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think it's funny because I'm like, because it's facts. It's true. You see it all the time.
Yeah.
The thing is, this is the thing, Alex.
Does not offend white men.
No. Alex, this is the problem. You need to put people in boxes because people experience life differently.
Yeah.
White men experience life different from black women. We're literally on two different sides of the thing.
Yes.
So for black women, it's a compliment that our men age up. Well, not age up. They scope up when they date us because we're a different type of woman.
You said high standard.
Not necessarily high standard. It's just that, you're going to wash your ass. You're going to wash your hands. You're going to
that's setting a high standard.
You're going to season your food,
That's a higher standard. It's just that white people don't need
it's as an example, like Andrew Schultz was like, oh, you know, da 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 da, and he made a comment and he asked them what it was, and they responded like, oh yeah, it's this, and then Andrew Schultz said, oh yeah, they grow beards to hide the abuse, you know, that you know, black women be slapping and da 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 da, and he made comments about that from an abusive perspective, and it was.
I didn't hear that. Did he say
this
that?
This is what it was.
Wow.
And these two, they didn't say anything. All they did was yeah, and they just laughed along.
Well, wait a sec. Wait, no. I remember that, but I didn't think it was specifically, exclusively to black women in that sentence.
Yes, because that's what they were talking about.
We're talking about women affecting.
No, they're talking about black women. They're talking about black women hitting men and them growing beards to hide the abuse. That's what he said.
All right, okay. So if they had if they had transposed the conversation and had said, because there's 3 black guys in the room there.
Yeah.
White girlfriend effect. You start speaking better English all of a sudden, or you start wearing cardigans. That is a negative, isn't it not? Or maybe it's from my perspective. It's a negative too. About wearing cardigans.
Yeah. I think.
No.
Also,
I can't transpose it.
I think what you need to do is
directly.
Not compare.
I didn't see
what you need to do is don't compare to other people. Like, oh, if you were white, to see it from a black woman's perspective. You were describing,
but the black woman's perspective needs to be a perspective, not just out of rage or.
No, Alex. See, that in itself.
That's what I'm saying.
That in itself is controversial.
But it has to be said, though.
No, Alex, no. It has to be said, but you need to understand that what you're saying is controversial.
I know. This whole conversation is controversial.
100%, but you need to understand what you're saying comes from your own personal experience.
No,
and also
no,
comes from what is being seen.
No, I'm talking about how society, and you can appreciate how society has viewed black women.
Yeah, as angry, right? As abusive, as like, rah, you know, She-Hulks.
But the problem is, even if 10% of that is right, there is still 10% of that anger.
Yeah.
And whether, like, I'm telling you now, I know 100 white guys who were kids, like older generation, who were taken in by an old black lady when they were hungry in the street. That, you know, that doesn't happen with.
Alex,
that doesn't happen with.
Use that example, and look what Andrew Schultz said. He didn't say, oh, yeah, 10% of guys are covering up their beard because they get slapped by their wives because their wives are angry or their girlfriends are angry. No, he made a blanket statement.
He made a joke.
No, Alex.
He made a joke.
Alex, no.
He made a joke, Kathleen. He made a joke. He made a joke.
No, it wasn't a joke, Alex.
It was a joke.
You know why it wasn't a joke?
Why wasn't it a joke?
Because he's done several times before. He said comments and not in a joke sphere.
No,
he said Alex, can I finish? Can I finish?
Yes.
Several comments he said about black women which have been rude and have been aggressive, and people, especially African American women, know he is not a fan of black women. So when he says something like this and tries to put it under humor, we know it's bullshit. You know when someone's smiling in your face, shaking your hand, but in your hand's full of shit? It's him. He's doing that.
I disagree with you because I have watched his stand-ups.
So have I. I've watched his stand-ups.
Let me finish.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
He has a go at everybody, whether you're Asian, whether you're German, white, various, Indian, and a lot of his comedy is race-based because America is very race-based. And it's the most controversial thing you can talk about right now.
Yeah.
He's talked about George Floyd.
Yeah.
He's one of the only people that would make a joke about P. Diddy, about all these. He's not afraid to do that. I don't like all his comedy because it is from I don't have time to think. I just want to make a joke. I don't have time to think about the consequences because the joke is more important than the consequences. But you challenge someone on a joke, then no more jokes can be made again.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I understand if you feel offended by it, but if you can laugh at somebody else's thing, like, oh, you're short, so you must be Asian. Oh, you got good maths, so you must be Asian. If you can laugh at those, then you should be able to laugh at but I would pull him up on the violent thing.
And this is where Fuhad and James, the two guys from ShxtsNGigs, them just laughing and not saying anything. They're not saying anything. They just laughed, Alex.
They heard it.
No, Alex, they heard it. Alex, listen to me, Alex. They heard it and they laughed, okay? They laughed. awkwardly laughed, but they still laughed. Now the next bit that happens.
Wait,
Which,
pause. But they're both black men that have been beaten by their mums.
And that doesn't give you any scope to disrespect black women. No, it doesn't.
No, not disrespect. Not disrespect.
No, it doesn't. It
not
doesn't.
to rise to it.
No,
Alex,
Alex.
something about it.
Now this is where their apology was about. Oh, we were in awkward
fake.
space.
It's fake.
It was the fakest apology.
Fake.
Fuhad
That's
didn't
where
say
we
shit.
agree.
Fuhad didn't say shit. James was
he
saying
just looked
it.
at his hands and just
yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't say shit.
Hello, T.
She's on the phone to her mum.
All right. Bye, T.
Didn't say shit. He didn't say
No,
shit.
it was a weak ass.
It was the worst
I
apology
was
they
more
could have ever
angry
done.
at it. If you had said something like, I have a mum, I have sisters, you know.
But Alex, this is where the extra stuff came out. People, like the internet does, went back in their history and their catalogue, and they found that the video.
They'll make jokes like that.
And one of the jokes was Fuhad was saying that he was dating or he was sleeping with this white girl,
Yeah.
and this white girl was saying, "Oh yeah, you know what? I always want some mixed race kids." And also like, "Oh, I wish I was black. I wish I was black."
Yeah.
And then James was like, "Why? You're winning," you know. And then he made the comment of like, you know.
That's the
even
first
if
one
you
I
were a
heard.
black girl, black guys wouldn't like you. And he said
Yeah.
that in a laughy, jokey way.
Yeah.
Now,
I would accept that as a joke because they do challenge. In a second, he does challenge and say, no, that's not right. Yeah, I'm joking. Right? But that comes after.
That comes after.
But if you're already in that mind, what Fuhad was saying wasn't actually bad. He was saying, you know, you're winning because you're white.
And you
not
know
we're
what?
losing because we're black.
And you know, I actually understood.
Why do you
Alex,
want it to be
I
one of
understood
us?
what he meant.
Yeah.
The problem is when James came on with his extra bit.
Yeah, he
like,
made the whole
he
thing.
made the whole thing bad.
tainted.
Yeah, and then he was like, yeah, I got bullied by black girls at school. And I get where he's coming from, a place of trauma. I get it.
But then he's allowed to say that if he's
he can say that. But the problem is, then you need to understand that a chunk of your audience, which are African American, who didn't see a lot of these things, and now they've come out, they're like, nah, they're not for us. And the worst bit is, I think, is that like on that same Andrew Schultz bit, there was another clip that came out of them saying that, oh yeah, we've come to Atlanta and there's no baddies in Atlanta. You know?
Yeah, he was saying that.
And I'm just like, even I know Atlanta is full of really hot women, hot black women.
Ain't go to the right places.
Because at the end of the day,
You got the
the women that you're
Anglo-Saxon
attracted to, and it's okay. This is the problem. Like black men need to understand that black women, I can't speak for all of them, but this is for me. I don't care what your preference is. If you want to be with white women, be with white women. Yeah. But don't take down black women to bump up who you choose. And this is the problem.
I don't understand
like,
why that's a thing.
I mean, neither. You can't go to a place where it's like a black city. There is every corner. There's gonna be a hot black woman who's got her hair done, her nail done. She's a baddie. You're telling me that you didn't see any?
It's what you grew up with. James is half white.
He's half white mum.
I say to Kathleen, in my lifetime, you probably know all the black women I know, including yourself, Mum and Marisha, right? There's the 3 girls from school I went to 6th form with, Halima and Nicole, Chloe. Then there was maybe 2 or 3 more girls in my year at Hampstead, right? And then there's Eartha. So I have very negative. Mum used to hit me. Eartha used to bully me. I mean, Havana at school, she was crazy. I have, not only on top of my Eurocentric view of women, I have the very few interactions have been violent ones. But I wouldn't say, oh, I'm not attracted to black women because they're violent. I can't say that because I have a high standard. That's the only thing is I'm judging women by you and Mum and like what you guys are capable of doing. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to have that expectation, so I don't bother unless I actually meet the person that is of that high standard. You see what I mean? As opposed to, oh, I don't like you because you're just black. No, that's never been the case. But I can understand if you've had serious negative interactions, the same way that people are scared of me as a 6'4" black guy, and they've had one negative interaction, they think I'm going to rob them. I can understand that, and you go on with your life and I go on with my life. As long as you don't try and get me killed in some way, then we're fine.
Yeah, and I think what you're displaying, Alex, is quite an open-hearted, life. and understanding of different peoples and wanting to be like just considered as a human.
I'm Eurocentric.
rather
I've got to observe
you
that
have.
I'm Eurocentric.
And this is the thing that the African American women have discovered. Black men from England and from Europe are not the same, and they've got a Eurocentric mindset.
Well, we don't we're slaves either. We're not ghettoized.
Not even that, Alex. It's the way in which we, especially African Caribbeans, have been diversified in our communities.
Yeah.
We don't have a black place. We are part of Britain. We're not individual, like you could say a Jewish area over there or a Muslim area over there. We're very much spread out and a part of all communities.
Yeah.
So in a way, like that's completely different from the American way, like, you know, that who've got like historically black colleges and really like black areas
they work
for excellence
they work
and development.
For and against in two different ways, don't they?
Yeah. So what the Caribbeans did, which wasn't necessarily a great idea, is because now, as like a second or third generation down,
diluted.
Where is our stuff? We're super diluted. Where's our stuff?
What do you mean our stuff?
Like, where's our community centre?
When have you been to Jamaica?
Alex, where's our community centre? I'm talking here in Britain. Where's our community centre?
There's a couple in Harleston, man, in Brixton. But then again, look at the English language and how much has changed since in our time, and how much has changed due to
but Alex, every other diversity in the UK has their own space. Where's ours?
They don't.
We don't have one.
They don't, Kathleen.
We don't have one, Alex.
No, not every. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What Romania town?
There's Romanian shops.
There's Jamaican shops.
Where, Alex? They're mostly gone, Alex.
There's two on the market just up the road, round the corner from your house.
Yeah.
There was one on the street that just went during COVID.
It's gone.
Kevin, there are community spaces.
You know why? Because a lot of the elder people have moved
Ridley
on.
Road Market. Look at that street, for example. There's loads of... the thing is, what happens is, and Mum will test to this, when she grew up and you had Caribbean markets, then you had Indian markets, then there were African markets, then there were Eastern European markets. It is every time a new people come over, they have to ghettoize but within a generation or two, that melts away. Melts away. They either go back or they become English.
Exactly.
We have Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah.
Who else has that?
True.
Who else has that?
But
in Europe.
But you know, you can't contextualize. Going back to ShxtsNGigs, you can't contextualize what it is to be a black European.
Yeah, it's very different
in America. No. They don't get it. And a lot of black African women are so upset with ShxtsNGigs because I suppose I can't speak for them, but from my understanding, it's very much you're either with us or you're against us.
Yeah.
And I kind
That's
of agree
America,
with that.
Isn't it?
But I kind of understand that, Alex.
I understand.
Like legit, I know that if you were in their position during that situation, you would have been like, hold on, like, you know, da. You would have tried to bring it back down to like a joke level and actually been like, yeah.
No, I would have fed
my
back.
mum beat me, but you know, at least I'm here. Like, look
where
I got to.
I would have fed back another horrible stereotype.
Yeah.
Back towards whoever shots was Italian or whatever. I would have.
Italian mums don't hit you.
Yeah, it's like you never know, but like.
Well, your Italian dad didn't finger you once, like.
The worst slap I got was from an Italian woman. You can say that, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you could just, but that was what's supposed to happen there.
But
not
that's
laugh it off
the bit where you came through, Alex. Yeah, is they're not comedians. They don't have the snapback of like.
They don't.
They don't have it, and what makes it worse is that Andrew Schultz then reacted, like you said, to their apology, their bullshit apology.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they made it even worse. Because Andrew Schultz has a group of guys who literally think the same as him, you know?
Well, there's a few of them saying, oh, they're all right, don't worry about it, they like those guys, But I would have said, Andrew Schultz, as a person, he didn't need those people in the room to say what he was saying. He just needed them to confirm what he was saying was funny in that space. And if he just did it by himself in an empty room, he wouldn't have paused it. He would have responded to everything. It's that locker room, you know, how some people are brave when they're by themselves. Yeah. Oh, when they're in, you know, when you got people around you, you're braver than when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what it came across like. And like I said, I do like Andrew Schultz's comedy, but he isn't as funny as, he just puts a lot of work in. He does that whole thing, same thing, ShxtsNGigs and Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
They put a lot of clips and let people put clips out without doing copyright strikes. Say, look, share it. Make a clip of your own. And that's what I like about ShxtsNGigs, because they're community based. Yes, we'll make content, but you guys can have fun with it. Do you know what I mean?
So what do you think will happen now? Because this, Alex, I didn't realize how big it was. I was in Japan and seeing it and seeing people post about it, and it almost became a trend of posting about reacting to ShxtsNGigs. And then it became an even bigger thing, to the point where when I came back and I was like, oh, let me check BBC News. It's fucking on BBC News. I'm like, oh, god damn, it actually got bigger than...
They should never have apologised. They should have talked about it, yes. But not, yeah, I just want to apologise because, yeah, we got controversy online, you know. That was feeble.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you guys can't see it. I'm just rubbing my hands like Fuhad did. Like, yeah.
No,
Facts.
he just looked at his hands like he's being told
dickhead,
off.
Dickhead. What a dickhead.
I don't think he believes that he was...
He was wrong. No.
And I think he has some standing there because he didn't say anything. But he didn't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't say anything, but you didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything. And also, I might get in trouble with what I'm going to say, but he comes from a culture of misogyny where he may still not see what he's done wrong. He's not from, or not even a culture of misogyny, culture from Europe. We might not see it like how America is. Those two guys are quite smart guys. And yes, while they're not comedians and their podcast isn't necessarily good to watch, they're trying. And I give them that. But they could have tried a bit better because, you know, their heart's in the right place. It's just their their commitment. I don't know what it is.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, yeah.
I agree and don't agree with what you said.
Yeah.
I don't know their heart, so I can't comment on it. But I feel like the actions speak louder than words. The problem is that what they're displaying to me is they don't care about what other people think or feel. Like Fuhad, he's black. He's got an African mum. You know, he's from a black household. And I think somewhere he's got a sister.
Yeah, black is more than just the colour of skin, though.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There is some idea in my head that there's a level of loyalty.
To what?
A loyalty to not necessarily black women, but to the black experience, understanding what black women go through. And for you not to defend it, this is why I get the Americans part. For you not to defend it shows me that you don't care.
He shouldn't have to care.
Thing is, you should care.
If it's his audience and you're getting to know them, yes. But he shouldn't have to care. That's like you caring about, caring about what's happening in
Alex,
Aboriginals.
You should care. You should care because what Andrew Schultz said was practically about someone who was like his mum or his family or his sister, his auntie. You've got black people in your life. If there's a form of disrespect or a form of like not nice words being said about what they represent, you should care and you should say like, hold on, the fact that they didn't, and even the comments from the past, feels to me like they don't care.
All right. I don't think they should have to care because these women are from a different country, a different culture, different race. When I say different race, African American is different from African, right? Just because they have the same colour of skin doesn't mean they're naturally allies.
Yeah.
Most of the wars in Europe have been people fighting with the same colour of skin.
Why are you making it about white people, Alex?
No, because you said black.
Yeah. You said wars in Europe, but that's white people.
You've minimised a culture to the colour of their skin. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about culture, Alex. I'm talking about family.
They're not family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's use culture then. Culture is a good example.
Culture. They're from somewhere that's 2,000 miles away.
Race. There you go. Race. I'm saying race.
I think race is too big a term.
I'm saying race.
I agree,
because race covers it all.
Race covers it all. Race covers it all, but it doesn't cover experience.
All right, let me ask you this question. If you were in a group with musicians, and one of them just broke up with his black girlfriend, and he starts speaking poorly about black women.
Yeah.
Like, oh, their pussy stinks. Or, oh, yeah, they're this, da. Would you say anything?
Yeah, I would.
There you go.
But I'm not being filmed, and I would have all the time in the world to say it.
No. In that snap moment, you would know to say something. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let me give you. This is anecdotal, but it's showing my character, and I'll show you. All right. So I just DJ'd for Keris Matthews, right, from Catatonia. I did her brother's wedding, right, in Wales, DJing, and sorry, the computer's gone dark, and My friend Alan, who you know, has driven me down.
Yes.
I offered to pay him something like 100, 250 quid.
What? Yeah.
Not out of my money, out of the wedding budget.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bruv, like. Ooh.
But like, the way I got the money from is that we picked up 2 girls on the way. One girl was French and one girl was English, Jewish.
Yeah.
And we drove the car. It's not about the journey; it's about the next day. But it was very, very, a very interesting journey down. The next day, after the 2 girls were performers. One plays accordion, one plays guitar. She beatbox and plays trumpet on her mouth. It was really cool. Next day, we had bed and breakfast. Everyone's a bit hungover, and my friend Alan comes out with, and it's out of respect to women. I hate Muslims. I hate what they do to their women. I don't think that's right what they do to the women. I hate Muslims. I actually hate them. Like he was saying these words around this table to me, right?
Jesus Christ.
You know Alan.
Yeah.
So, one girl, she's French, but her mum's from Morocco.
Ooh.
She starts crying.
Yeah.
Another girl, right? She's Jewish. Her parents escaped the Holocaust, right?
Grandparents, maybe.
My friend, who I bought, is saying these things about these people's and how other people can oppress other people. And I had to go to the history of scarves in England, how all women, when they were married, used to wear headscarves. And you know, you're judging this by this, that by that, and was setting. So, yes, Kathleen, if someone was making a comment about people I know to be different, no matter who they were, but especially black women, I would pull them up on it and educate, rather than malign and by the end of it, just seeing the guy bringing out the plates. He came out with some plates and went back into the kitchen.
Oh, shit. Because
the girls were crying. He said he heard the Muslim thing. Oh, my God.
So what did Alan learn from this?
Alan learned not to just hear what other people hear and follow what other people say.
Yeah.
He's still a bit like that today.
Yeah.
But it's because he doesn't interact with them so much. And he's ready to find any fault. For example, we run a charity and there's a playground full of Muslim kids or mothers with their kids, and they don't buy anything from the shop. And he just calls them cheapskates. And then, but then we go, oh, the men hold all the pockets. Because he comes from a northern society of late 70s, early 80s misogyny and the rise of women. And so his experience is wanting to be like his dad, who is a powerful man and always got his way, but will always call his mum up for money when he needs it. So sorry to go out of the way with this, but I would always, without any equivocation, I defend a smaller person at my own risk.
So that was actually a really nice story, and thank you for telling me. But do you understand how, if that happened at this Andrew Schultz ShxtsNGigs thing, if you were there and
if me and you were Andrew Schultz,
Alex, like that is really telling, like of the type of character we have, and we're not necessarily standing up for black women. We're standing up for what's right and people. Right. Yeah, they didn't do that.
No, they didn't.
And so that's why I can understand where the Americans come from and where a lot of the black British women are coming from. The fact that they didn't stand up when they had that chance. They didn't, even if it was a joke, bullshit wrapped in a joke.
There was a chance later on in the episode, though.
Probably. But you know what's interesting is Andrew Schultz then came out later and said, our producer, and here's the emails, our producer came to you and said,
do you want to take this out?
Do you want to take anything out? This is the episode.
And they left it in.
And you know what? They took out bits and bobs and they left that in, because you know what that's also saying is they didn't see anything wrong with it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, at the time.
This is where those two are at fault. They are at fault.
I'm not challenging it.
And at the end of the day, this came out ages ago. So they did this filming, in June or something? And
that was last year. That was that they did it even earlier than that. I think it was
either way.
Last year or
clip,
February.
They were the one who put the clip out. They put the clip out on their thing.
Did they?
Yes, they put the clip out on their Insta or their TikTok of them like, the joke about black women. ShxtsNGigs put it out.
Well, the old old one.
The first one that caused all the issue. With,
Or the Andrew Schultz one.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz. They put it up because they didn't see anything wrong with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, because they were actually talking about picking up black women and the boyfriend effect.
Yeah.
And then
Andrew Schultz said da 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 da.
Yeah.
And they were like,
and if they had just moved on without laughing at it, then it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't have been a problem if they moved on without laughing at it. This is why when we talk about Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, he gets pulled up in the course of it. If they just let him be blackface and no one said anything, that would have been racist.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If they went on pretending like, oh, this is normal, everyone's doing this.
That's why I see Tropic Thunder as a really freaking good film. It's humor, it's slapstick, but it's got really good core elements to what Hollywood's doing.
Yeah,
you know,
and there's levity at the right moments.
Yes, exactly. So it's actually a decent film. But anyway, like, yeah, so that's what happened with ShxtsNGigs, guys. They're like, do let us know what you think about all this. Well, yeah, because it's still kind of going. Like, they deleted a lot of their tweets. They deleted a lot of their shorts. And I don't know how they're going to bounce back from this because a lot of their core audience, yeah, they still got a couple of million followers, no doubt. But a lot of their, like, core watchers
They should never have apologized.
I feel like, you know what they should have done, personally, if I was their producer or whatnot, I would have got several black women who are different content creators. I would have done, like, a bigger panel and had a big debate.
Yeah, I would have had a debate. I think
a big debate would have been good.
I think a good debate,
and even one in front of an audience. You know how you can like invite people and have like
ask some questions. And
almost like question time. You know.
But like, I would still have to say they could easily hide behind the cloak of comedy.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of laughter, a lot of jokes. They do make a lot of questionable comments. Problem is, what point is too far?
That is a good point. This is the thing with comedy, and I think even Dave Chappelle kind of cracked on it. Like, what point is too far? You know, when does the joke end and it become controversial?
Serious.
Like, what's his face at the beginning of the year? Remember that guy with a really good jaw? Like, he was a pretty boy comedian.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
He was everywhere. And then he started saying like something about slapping women or some shit.
Did he?
Yep.
I'm still seeing clips. I'm still seeing some of his clips.
Gone. This guy got wiped.
What was his name?
I think he did a Netflix
comedian
special.
I'm gonna find his name because Vladimir was everywhere.
He was everywhere, and then he said the wrong thing, and it wasn't comedy at that point.
It was like Mark or something. What was his name?
Pretty boy comedian. That's it. Matt Rife.
Matt Rife. This guy.
And then everyone started going into the fact he had like butt implants in his chin and like he's had
he's got a BBL chin.
He's got, like his six pack is silicone, like all sorts of stuff came out. It's brilliant.
But yeah, I feel like yeah, no, I'm glad he's sort of, because there was comedians hating him. There was
everyone hated him.
There were
because he got bumped up because he's hot. You know, he's white boy hot. You know, so he got bumped up, and
he's
then
the Eminem of comedians, Kathleen. Not necessarily in terms of talent.
You know what he did? He kept boosting up black women.
Oh yeah.
He kept boosting up black women, and we were like, "Oh shit, we've got someone who loves us. Quick, let's go and watch his shit."
Have you seen the other one that he's got like an Italian accent with? He always wears black glasses, and he's just like, "Well, fuck you, then, woman." Da 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 da. Just starts getting angry, but he seems drunk.
No shit.
And like, there's this one quality scene where this woman is like, "You're not funny," and he's like, "So where you from?" From Germany. He's like, "Well, you guys know about funniness."
That's dark. That's dark.
But like this guy, I've been watching his clips. Comedian German heckler. That's actually a proper German word. Heckler, German.
German heckler. So Alex, we haven't got much of. How long have we got?
We've just gone over the 2-hour mark.
Shit, Alex, we need to close off because we need to stop doing 2-hour ones.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can cut this down because there's a whole bunch of things.
You think that's supposed to hurt my feelings? Saying I'm not funny? Okay, if I could see you, alright, let me see.
His dad's black.
Okay.
I used to get beats.
Doesn't like the Nazi jokes. The Germans, historically known for being patient. They don't got no comedy club in Germany. What's the material going to be like at a German comedy club? Knock, knock. Who's there? Doesn't matter. Opens the door. No! Why did the chicken cross the road? He was following orders.
What's his name? What's his
I
name?
need to find out. Troy Bond.
Because I think he was the comedian who did a little set, because there was a clip on TikTok of. So you said Troy what?
Bond.
Troy Bond. Oh God, what name? He upset a black woman and she started crying. He was like, "I'm sorry, boo," but maybe it's a different one. Heckler calls me racist. I come from mixed parents.
Yeah, Troy Bond. That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think you're racist. My dad's black.
You know what? You can still be racist and have a black dad.
No, but it was like, obviously you can say it to someone that obviously doesn't know your approach.
That's true. That's true. When you haven't got like the curly hair pattern, everyone just assumes that maybe you're just Italian.
It's like, did you live with your mom?
Yeah, like, did you see your dad? Alex, should we cover things really quickly?
Well, last thing, right? Is it racist to ask a mixed race person which parent they lived with or which parent was black?
You know what, Alex? That's a fucking good question. All right, so personally, I don't think it's racist. I think it's curious because
Everyone's doing a census in their head.
I know it's bad, but I know if you had a black mum, I know I can punch your black card. You know, if you didn't have a black mum, I'm just like,
Yeah, but if you had a black dad and the dad was about,
yeah,
it's
exactly,
different
exactly.
from having
Exactly. But the thing is, if the dad was around and you had connection to your black family, then you're different.
The irony is, our little brother walks around like he's got a white mom.
No, he doesn't. He walks around like he's got a black mom. But the thing is, we don't see enough of him because he's still kind of new. Because black women are finally starting to date outside of black men.
Oh, thank God, because these guys just...
I'm not even gonna get started now. But like now we're getting loads of mixed kids, 11 under, who have got black mom, white dad.
So Marisha just fed the cats.
Nice.
Oh, she left the Sabre discount card.
Did she take the?
Oh, let me just check. Call her. Pajamas on the piano on the tumble dryer.
Like Jesus, Mish. She never answers me.
Did you grab your PJs? So yeah, Catherine.
Hey, Mish. Hello. Did you pick up your? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Brilliant, you did. Okay, cool. I'm with Alex in podcast. I stopped it so I can ask you this question.
What question?
She did pick up the PJ.
He didn't ask her.
Yeah, I
can ask you this question.
She said it already.
Yeah, well, I'm going to ask you this question.
Sorry, Alex is shouting at me. I can't deal with me.
On the piano.
On the piano. On the piano. Yeah.
But where? Where are you leaving it?
It's got what? It's got a what? There's sellotape on it, so don't break it. Because it's already broken and it's held together by sellotape. So.
Can you tell her where she left it? Ask her.
Marisha, have you left it on the piano?
Yeah, I'm going to send you a picture.
Okay, so yeah.
She's not answering the question, is she?
No, she doesn't. Marisha, can you hear me? Yeah, hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, thanks, Roosh. You left it on the piano, yeah? Okay, thank you.
The pause is like, just answer the goddamn question.
God, you're so difficult. I love it. All right, Mish. Hope to see you soon, okay?
Oh, I should record it.
Mishy, do you want to come to church on Sunday?
Oh, man, so I'm glad I'm in bed when you go to church.
Great question. All right, love you to pieces. Chat to you soon. Bye.
All right, Cameron's going to clap to sign out. Oh, no, I should do hair. Oh, wow.
You just destroy your ears.
I'll give myself 10 letters.
Don't even, okay? You're not one of us.
What? Sorry. Catherine, do you remember coming out of Dome and went to the bus stop across the road from there for a bus that doesn't even take us home, but to another bus stop that might take us to another bus stop home?
100%. The number 4 bus.
Good old times, weren't they?
Oh my God, coming out of Dome and being like, why am I sweating so much? And then, like, my ears, I can't hear anything. Oh, it was great. I'm really drunk. I'm like, yeah, I'm 16. Cool. And I can't believe I got in. And
Can't believe I got you in.
can't believe I got in. And then getting on the bus to go a couple of stops because I'm like, I'm not climbing that hill.
No, climbing that hill.
Fuck that hill. Just to get the sea level.
No, but there's no C11 when we left because it would be night time.
No, because we're dickheads and there's no night bus.
But how did we get home from Tufnell Park?
I feel like we went into Camden. Because we had to get the 31.
31, yeah.
Yeah, 31. So we had to go a U
Yeah,
to
that's
go
what I'm
up.
saying.
Oh, the length. We could have just walked it. We could have just walked it.
That hill? No, because there's the heath
No,
in the
as
way.
in walk through like, you know, Gospel Oak into Hampstead and up and down. Could have just walked it. I love how we just
I would have
exposed
looked at the heath and said,
Nah.
eh.
Would you have slept on the heath? Have you slept on the heath before?
I've
That's a
fallen
yes.
asleep. I've fallen
That's a
asleep on the
yes.
heath during the day. No, I've never slept overnight.
Okay, cool. You've not done a night trip.
I've stayed there. We had fires
Yeah.
overnight and left at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. One time I left midday the next day, but I've not slept there.
Can I be really honest with you?
Go on.
I was very jealous of the fact you went to like bonfires during lockdown. Because I wanted to.
Why are you
but-
trying to expose me for?
I'm sorry.
I'm joking, no.
It's only because like I wanted to do them, but I was too scared of getting COVID and dying or being really ill that I didn't go.
Oh no,
Because I don't trust Alex's hippie friends.
No, I wouldn't have trusted me either. But I didn't know they were anti-vaxxers until like 4 or 5 weeks into one of.
Alex, if people are meeting up, what? See, sometimes I'm just Alex. Stop using your white brain. Start using your black
We're
brain.
trying to say goodbye.
This
All right.
guy is
All
so
right, so-
fucking.
How it started is we were doing open mic nights on the heath, spaced out, and then someone was like, "Oh, let's come to this little place here. We're having a little rave by a tree, right?
Fucking hippies.
A fallen tree." And then but 1 week the rave had a halftime show.
Wait,
Like the
what,
DJ
Michael
took
Jackson
a break,
yeah.
and this guy was doing epic poetry about things. And then when you actually started listening to
Fucking
it, you're
hippies,
like, hang on a sec. All right, you're anti-establishment, but now you're anti-vax, anti-trains, HGH2, so you're anti-anything that's new. All right, okay, cool. Next week, I'm going to ask some questions. Next week, I'm like, yo, guys, how come this is... I didn't know this was anti-vax things. What was going on?
Like stressful.
And the guy was like, yeah, didn't you know? No. It's all about the pandemic. We're all meeting because... I'm like, nah, bro, that's not what I got. It was just likewise people just making some music.
So in my head, I'm like, Alex is a leaps being careful there, you know? Because he wouldn't bring back a fucking pandemic to the house.
Kathleen,
No matter how much you wash and shower and steam your clothes.
Thing is, this community doesn't interact with many other people. No. Everyone was isolating. This was after. This was when they
June,
could still
when we
be
started
like
coming
30
out.
people like.
Yeah.
And then when it got real strict again, we didn't meet up. But
Yeah, September.
and then we did that December.
And then December, that one night, and that was it.
Yeah, but
That was it.
But the thing is, yeah. That
Anyway,
one night,
you're
that
trying
one
to say
gig.
goodbye, sorry.
Yeah, so thank you very much, everybody, for listening. We'll try and make these more often.
Okay, yeah, we're back, guys. So start following our shit. Alex and I are going to really, really figure out how we're going to do videos. Because that's something we need to get on. We've said that for 5 years now, Alex.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know the old guys from Trading Places? Which one are you?
I need to watch it again because I personally feel like I'm the short one.
Okay, Winthorpe and someone like
Pettigrew.
basically we're two old billionaires.
Yeah, Alex.
Like the Muppets.
Yeah, 100%. And if it was the
Waldorf and
Muppets,
Stettler.
I'm the round one. I'm the round one.
I'm the grey one with
Yeah.
just the side
Ooh,
bits.
Yeah, Alex. 100%, man.
Yes,
100%.
but like with
Ooh,
red
ooh,
horns,
ooh, ooh.
with red horns and fire behind us.
I feel like we've got those big capes, those Dracula capes
Yeah.
as well.
1, 2. Anyway, let's get off this. We might
So-
milk another 10 minutes out of this.
Oh God!
Anyway.
Yes, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We'll try and upload weekly. Check out our Instagram and our Facebook and everything else. And please kick our ass to get more stuff up. Alex, great talking with you again.
Anybody got anything to say? Come find me. You can find me. And yeah, did I tell you about the guy who wanted to sign us up?
Yeah, but that was a scam.
It was a scam, but it was personal. It was like, I like the brother and sister relationship.
Yeah,
thing.
it
I
was a
like,
scam.
yeah, it was a scam.
It was a scam.
What's his name? Freddie something or something like that? Anyway, yeah.
Sad times.
Peace and love. and hope you guys love each other no matter what you look like and what
Wow,
you
that
smell
was
like.
very Bill and
Bye-bye.
Ted of you.
I went when it was
Did you already hit the thing?
no.
It was very Bill and Ted of you, Alex. It was like, be excellent to each other.
No,
like,
it's
fucking hell, what's
Jerry
wrong with you?
Springer.
Alex, did you not see the thing I sent you yesterday on TikTok about how Disney are redoing the Neverending Story? I'm so upset.
Kathleen,
I'm so fucking upset.
The guy started with the word bitch. I know. Let me pause. Let me just. Okay, bitch. What's happened now?
bitch.
Like, and then when he showed Falcor, I was like, no.
Stop fucking with our childhood,
I
Disney.
realised if I wanted a tattoo, it'd have to be a Falcor tattoo.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging
No,
with
like
us.
a dog with a serpent.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, around there, like going round, like his head and then his tail and body going round my arm. Turn around, and tell what you see.
Do you think I could cosplay the girl? I always thought she was really cool. The princess,
Irulion or something like that.
Empress or something like that. The one that you don't see until the end. The childlike Empress.
Do you know what? They did the same thing in Dune with like an Empress you don't see. She's only in the first Dune, 80s, right? Is basically in the books. It is the chapters are all just her sayings from the future.
Really?
The Princess Irulion. And
Oh yeah, the sister of the main dude.
no, the daughter of the Emperor.
Oh yeah, so when they're in the second Dune, the one
the girl
yeah,
from the
so
Russian girl from
the one that she's
Thunderbolts.
Florence Pugh.
Oh God.
Why do you not like her, Alex? You seem to not like women who don't look who look different. You don't
No.
like a woman with chin. You don't like women with no neck. What's wrong with you? You're so judgmental.
No. There's a type of woman I'm afraid of, and when you see them when they're young, that's what they look like.
No
I'm joking.
necks.
No, square.
You don't like a square woman.
No, what it is, right?
Yeah.
You know the phrase "big back."
No, Alex, you don't know the phrase big back. If you're talking big back from then you are not talking big back.
I'm talking about big back, specifically big back, no bum.
Alex, you can't be using big back no bum because big back energy is eating a lot of food and having a big batty. That's big back.
No, big back is big shoulders,
No, Alex,
no bum.
No. It's been co-opted, Alex. Big back is like you eat a lot of food and
We've
you
got to
got
ask
a
the
big
internet,
back.
define big back.
100%. Because you're saying she's got wide shoulders and no batty. She's got nothing. She's flat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Florence Pugh,
Plur. P-U-G-H.
she has the potential of, because she's so square, like literally, it's just uncomfortable to look at. That's all.
Jesus, Alex. If we ever meet her, you're fucked. You know that, right?
Why?
Because
there's evidence.
There's evidence. They're going to be
What
like,
was
yo,
it?
you said this on the 1st of October 2024. You said it.
Look, man.
She's not nice.
I have big top, fat back, top
Stop.
sides. I am not one to talk. I'm just scared.
Why? What are you scared of? You think she's going to screwdriver something into
Yeah,
your heart?
look. All right, big back has multiple meanings, including in reference to a large back, a big butt, or a plump upper body.
Something wrong with you, Alice. Something wrong with you. You don't like... See, if I say big back women, people are going to assume big bum.
Yeah, no,
Like,
see, no,
you
that's
eat
what
a
I mean.
lot of food.
I will.
Like, one of the biggest songs on TikTok this year was Big Back, Big Back, Big Back, eating food and doing stuff and because I'm always hungry. You know?
The first time I went into a pub, right,
I'm still logged in.
there was Irish women, and I didn't know how they had formed into these Irish women. They had tiny legs, no bum, and then just like ogre levels of roundness. Like, they tiny legs, like, and then the shoulders come out 6 foot.
Why are you describing them like Shetland ponies? Like, fucking hell.
You know that, what's his name?
Why am I
Young
allowed
Lil Pump and Kanye.
Yes, when they did that.
Yeah.
Alex, can I just say something? Just so everyone knows, this is comedy.
I'm trying to get myself cancelled right now.
After us talking about this sort of thing,
I know.
this is pure comedy. Because at the end of the day, Alex doesn't think that this is actually a good thing to say. He's just being
This
stupid.
is horrible things to say.
And I'm just saying that. So this is exactly what ShxtsNGigs should have done.
So you're asking me why I don't like a particular actress. It's because I can see her in the future. You know, like when you look at every woman, like, oh, I could be with you because when you get old, you'll be pretty still. Like,
So are you saying you only like women based on how their hotness and how much you
No.
can daydream about them?
Do you know what? Actually, I like women based on their personality, which is weird because
Yeah, because no offense, I know she's your ex, but she was ugly. I don't know what you're doing, Alex. I don't know what you're doing. Alex, do you remember fucking Pan's Labyrinth? Alex, you remember Pan's Labyrinth?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Remember the guy with the eye?
The one
That
I
guy.
is
Yeah, no,
the horn.
the one with the Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
And then she had to go to that world where there was a whole banquet. She couldn't eat anything because it would wake up the guy at the end who eats children. And he puts like eyeballs in his hands.
yeah,
and he goes, she looked like him.
No, honestly, when I met her parents, right, it was like, who's your dad?
Like, Alex, I know you go for personality, but like,
No,
some
no, no.
people's
I actually-
ugliness just feeds out into their looks.
Also, like, it's nice when people are nice to me because it doesn't happen all the
Yeah,
time.
it's true. But it doesn't necessarily mean like,
All the people that are nice to me, I can't marry because they're related to me.
You know what? I realised something. Both you and me, we need to make more friends outside of our field. You know?
Field.
As in outside of where we usually are. No, it's alright, Alex. I don't want diabetes. I'm worried about you.
Diabetes?
Yeah,
Do you know dementia comes with diabetes? That fucked me up. Like,
big time.
yeah.
Not remember the next door neighbour, huh?
Yeah, well, that's, I mean, in the word dementia,
Oh, actually, the
Yeah.
etymology.
it's like
Did I say it right?
yeah, it's like diabetes, infection, something, dementia.
Shit. Okay, so thank you guys for listening to our podcast.
So on a happy note, we'll leave you there.
We'll leave you there. Take care and, fuck the police. And except for Robert. And see you guys.
Oh yeah, we went to a wedding and everything, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a lot this summer. But we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
We'll see you guys next week. Next week? What do you do next week? Joking, sorry.
I'm going to beat you up.
I'm gonna keep that in.
I'm going to fuck you up.